Oh, we are live. Hi, everybody. Oh, and we are recording. Oh, camera's doing something fun. Yep. Hi, everybody. This is Monique Bell, the $5 jewelry lady. Welcome to Diva Show. We're 3 minutes away from getting live, and we are here in beautiful Sacramento, California, and we're at Longevity Gym. We're going to have a blast today, so just hang with us. We'll be right back.
Well, hello everyone out there in internet land. I am Valerie Taylor, the owner of Flawless Hair Cosmetics, and I am at Longevity Gym in Sacramento at 940 University Ave. And I'm here with, and welcome to the Diva Show.
Yay!
Yay! I'm here with my co-host who will appear on camera now.
Hi, yes, Valerie.
It is
so
Monique
Bell. How you doing,
my very good friend.
We are back, everybody. This is, oh, that's right. I am the $5 jewelry lady, Monique Bell, the $5 jewelry lady. Welcome to the Diva Show. We are like so excited. This is probably our most interesting show we're going to have if you're watching. Oh my gosh, so much stuff has happened since the last one. We've come back because you out there asked us to come back. People said, come back, do it again.
So we did have a lot of fun.
We did.
And we're in a different location this time.
Yes, we are. Where are we at this time?
We are at Longevity Gym, and I just want you to see me do this. Now, I used to work out with weights and a whole bunch of guys, and I know y'all probably can't tell.
Guys, y'all.
Okay, I can't do that. Yes. Okay, so this is going to stay on the table because James is going to come and talk to us. The owner of Longevity Gym, he's going to come and talk to us about how important it is for women to use weights in your workout. Yes, he is.
Really? Wow,
yes, he is. Yes, he is. So I cannot wait. I'm going to go la while he's talking. I'm just teasing. I am going to listen and do exactly what he says.
Absolutely. And we're actually on time this time, y'all. Last time we were so late, but this time we're on time. So we're so glad. Yes. We're so very glad everybody's joining us. Yes. But we definitely have some hot topics in the mix.
Wow.
In the mix, everybody.
Hot topics.
The Diva Show does not talk about presidential candidates because all the other news channels are covering that stuff.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about real stuff. And at this point, ladies, if you're at home, you're watching us, please put your kids, if you have little ones, this is an area we're going to talk grown folk talk. So you might want to get them busy with something else. Okay, that's our warning.
Yes, grown folk talk.
This summer, my cousin was home from college, and she's a mass media marketing communication person. That's her major. And we did an exercise about commercials.
Oh, really?
Yes. And at the same time, we had a big commercial controversy.
Oh, wow.
Have you seen the new Summer's Eve commercial?
I have seen the new Summer's Eve commercial.
What do you think? Before I get into it, what do you think?
Off camera, there are three gorgeous men in front of me. Okay, so I'm going to be very, very ladylike and say that. Okay,
you know how we usually are, just be upfront and open about it.
The first time I saw it, actually, my jaw dropped. I thought it was just too much information. Me and my family were eating dinner, and you know those things always happen when you're eating dinner, right? Everything always happens when you're eating dinner. And I was like, I'm not sure.
Right?
I'm not sure. I didn't know how I felt necessarily.
Right, I feel like hell to me.
And I have some thoughts about that, and it's kind of like,
Well, as the expert, my cousin is like the marketing guru. So we were going through commercials, and one of these stopped, and we stopped on Summer's Eve, and I said, "What's the message in that commercial?" And basically, I think the surface message is that women are at this certain level and that men are fighting over them, and it's all because of what's between our legs.
Yeah.
And I think that's insulting to me.
I think
that, ladies, I think we're worth more than that, than just what's going on below. I think we have a brain, we have a gorgeous, all of us have gorgeous bodies.
Right.
No matter what size or shape we are, I think we're gorgeous. But I think the message is so wrong. I think into our young women.
I think that I actually went online and looked at the website and also found the actual commercial that they scrapped.
Oh, wow.
There was a commercial that they scrapped.
Yeah.
And they said that they scrapped it because it was It was a rolled up paper that looked like hair, and it was sort of like in this funky little afro. And then they had a black woman's fist in the middle to represent a clitoris.
Yes.
And I was like, and they scrapped it. They said this is online. Go right onto the internet, okay? And it's on YouTube. And they said that they scrapped it, and the reason why the powers that be scrapped it is because they said that it was that the talking puppets, they were kind of like puppets. Anyway, the talking puppets, I'm not sure if it talks. Anyway, but the talking puppets had stereotypic Hispanic voices and stereotypic African American voices. And so they said, oh, well, it's racially, it's stereotypic. So we don't want to do that. Right. But I need to say this. I have a business. You have a business. Right. We need to bring James on. James has a business, this longevity gym at 940 University Avenue in Sacramento. The what's the name of the company again? Summer's Eve is a business, and they're trying to get business. Now, if you read down, and I'm a reader, if you read, it does say that they were just trying to show the world that they weren't just a company that makes douches. That they were trying to move into, okay, we're trying to get people to understand. But that whole thing begs this question. Are we so desensitized that we're okay with something like that being on television? Right. And are we okay with the internet raising and teaching our daughters how to be women? Right. I have a 14-year-old. One of our guests today, Ashley, has a little one. It's not okay with me. Yeah. It's not okay. I think there are some things that should be taught in the home. Maybe that's old school. But I would rather my daughter come to me and talk to me about something rather than to rely on somebody. Look, Mom, look what I found, and it's like,
my issue is that I'm a child of the 70s, so I remember ERA and the whole women's movement. And my thing is, I'm so shocked that the women aren't just outraged and saying, "Whoa, wait a minute, we are not just." Held to the beat. Exactly. We're more than that. We're so much more. There's something between our ears. Just as important. I'm really shocked about all this stuff that went on into this commercial. We have some guys who are outside and they're working out. Our eyes watch, our eyes make oh my God, look at that. Lucky that they're outside. I'm sorry for the guys that are in here. I know. They're like, that's too much information. But it is something that, and I'm also a child of the 70s, and I have to agree with you. I think that it has a lot to do with just being desensitized over this time, and therefore a commercial like that. And there are a lot of people criticizing that commercial. Absolutely. It's God. Can I just say this? I keep asking if I can say this. Can I just say this? You're on the show, doggone it. Okay. And y'all X this part out if you don't like it. I'm not gonna say nothing bad, but this is just my opinion. Yeah. God didn't make a woman with several vaginas all over her body. He made her with. That's right. You have two. Go to a doctor. He also made man with one apparatus. Yeah. He didn't make you with several apparatus. If you have more, good for you. However, my point is, there's something that we have to respect in the oneness that is that and how we were created. Yes. And I think that it wasn't to rule. It was to provide pleasure for each other. Yeah. And it wasn't necessarily to rule. That's just I hope I didn't throw a wet towel on it. Y'all thought this was gonna get really, really spicy and crazy. No. And it might. But we're doing a Diva style. And it might. Everybody, if you're used to us, you're used to this. It might. However, that's just my thought. But I'm single, so I can do that kind of stuff. You can do that. Oh my God! Yes, she's married. I am married, but I am single, so I can do that kind of stuff. But I think as a feminist, a real feminist, I am appalled. And my other commercial that she and I were watching was the Swiffer commercial. And people are just like cracking up. And I think people take them as a joke. And see, that's the thing. We're all but the underlying message is that women are easy to pick up. And that we're dirt or scum or if you've seen the commercial, you guys, with the guy, the guy's at the bar waiting for true love. He is. But he's swinging on the wires. Yes. He's a man. But us women are dirt, film, mud. But it was so great to have this dialogue with her because she's in her 20s. So I think a lot of young women don't have that dialogue with us older women. about the 70s and
Speak
the
for yourself.
ERA.
You ain't
I
old.
mean, women who were babies in the 70s, let's all be real. I'm gonna
Okay,
be
yes,
real.
I
So if you're in that generation, you know that we watch women go
Right.
from being just homemakers
Right.
to being a major force. 60% of the women now, everybody, we make up the workforce.
Yeah.
Heck, why are we still watching commercials that help to feed? You know, that's my question. Why are we still watching that kind of stuff?
Because the men control the money in those areas.
We gotta get our power back. But anyway, so oh my gosh, this is great summer. Everybody, we had a fantastic summer.
Yes,
and it was just we have a boatload. I almost said a vast word. That's how we do it. We have a boatload of people here that's gonna join us. James Brown, not the singer, but the owner of Longevity.
Jump back and kiss myself. I didn't know your last name was Brown. Get on down.
Get on down.
Get on down.
That's his name on the show. Get on down, Brown. Thank you. I already told him that we are crazy women. We're going to grill him. Ladies, I think he's a cutie. So I'm checking this. I'm going to check the single.
But is he single? You can't even.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are you single? You got to be respectful.
Oh, he's shaking his head.
There you go. I have a few people know.
Okay, and our other question will be about his faith and how he got his business started, and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, because that's important to you ladies, especially when you're looking for it.
Okay, he didn't know this was a dating
show. Yeah. Sorry, James.
He's sorry. He knows this show. He's like, I never again. They cannot come back.
I know he's not gonna have us come back. He's really not. We have Dr. Earl, Dr. Linda Hillman, and we're gonna talk about her event because some controversy kind of came out of her event. Her event was the bomb. It really was. And going from that commercial, I want to talk about, does the church, and you and I are both Christians, and a lot of us here are Christians, does the church talk about sex enough? Okay, let's get that. Let's do a disclaimer. In the manner that is appropriate. Because Dr. Sims, who's one of her guests, made a comment, and some of the married women said, hey, whoa, wait a minute, you need to put a frame on that. Mm-hmm. And I totally understand where they were coming from, because this comment was about men liking sex. Oh. And that is totally true.
Is that wrong?
I don't know. We're going to ask James today. I mean, poor James, he's like, oh, you should everybody, he's watching us on the other side.
Okay. Well, like, even before he comes on,
I tried to warn him.
I have a teeny tiny issue with that. Yeah. Because back in like the 30s and 40s, women, it was a shame to enjoy sex.
What happened?
I think I was born.
But
I'm just saying, I don't think that I don't think it's just supposed to be pleasure for me. It's supposed to be pleasure for a woman too. Am I right? What time is it? Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure I was understanding it.
I almost said a group thing. Oh, that's a whole different
topic. It's not during the show either.
I think it's a group. Give her some water. Disclaimer. If you got little ones, take them somewhere else. But I think that this whole thing about what the church is teaching single people like myself is totally separate from what the world is teaching. Because all we hear is don't. And we're never hearing, one, why, which of course, main reason, because God doesn't want us to. But secondly, giving us the tools to say no. You know, one of the things that he impressed upon the young women at the show, hi, Dr. Sims, if you're watching today, he said, you are worth more than that. And that's why I was like, yes, that's the tool I need to leave here and tell a guy, no, I can't, because I'm worth more than just a night in the hay. You know,
exactly.
And I think most women don't say that enough or don't hear it enough. We're not affirmed. And my question to everybody, and when Dr. Linda gets here, the question is, are we teaching that in the church? Are we really, as Christians, I think I'm saying it. I know I'm saying it. I know other people are saying it, but I don't hear that message enough. As a single woman, I think we need to hear that message more than once.
Well, that's definitely.
I hear so much about marriage.
Yes.
And which I think is not bad. And I think it's great. But I think for single people, and when I talk single, I'm saying divorced, widowed, all the whole, anything that puts you unmarried. But we don't hear that enough. We hear, don't, shame on you, don't. But never given the tools on why not to be engaging in that type
Well,
of thing.
I'm loaded for bear on that one. I have a lot to say about it. So
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna wait. I'm
You
gonna
gonna
wait
till Dr. Lynn?
until am I gonna be on with Dr. Lynn?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I'm
she's
gonna.
She's running late, everybody. So
She's,
you know.
that's okay.
She's Dr.
good.
Linda. You know, you guys know how Dr. Linda is.
She's taking care of
But her
business.
show was fantastic.
Oh,
It
great.
was really powerful.
That's wonderful.
Really great. And then she's going to be giving away tickets, y'all.
Ooh,
Tickets. The other thing is, out of that show, I met some fantastic people who will be on our show.
Oh,
Not
good.
today.
Oh.
Yeah, they couldn't make it today. So we
Okay.
wish. One lady is for the Not For Sale project. It's about
for sale.
human trafficking. It is fantastic. Her whole ministry is about telling women how to say no. Powerful. I can't wait. Benita, if you're watching,
wow.
hi. Benita, this is Monique again. Then I met a young lady who was 17 years drug addict, and we're going to give away her book today. Her name is Constance. Oh gosh. Oh, I lost her book name.
Okay.
But her name is Constance, and the name of the book is called The Chronicles of Connie. 17 years drugs, delivered, came out of it. Just powerful testimony. We're just like, the whole time she was telling us, and we're like, that's not the person we see in front of us. You know, we see a praise dancer, and this lady's testimony is powerful. We're going to give away her book to everybody, to someone who's watching.
Someone who's watching.
So you gotta, today, you can call in to the Diva Show. If any of the topics we're talking about, folks, you want to voice in, chime in, feel free, call our 800 number. My kid sister, of course, is volunteering. Their 800 number today, 800-513-1554, extension 704, will get you to us. We will take your calls, answer your questions, and we're going to take calls because I'm sure there's some people that want to talk about this.
Absolutely.
I think that is a huge issue.
That's a big issue.
So her show is fantastic. Yeah, everybody really had a great time.
Sounds
Really a great time.
Yeah.
So she's gonna do it again. Yeah. So how was your summer?
My summer,
Gee
whiz. Flawless Air is really a godsend for me. Yay.
Which we all
This is October, and we have reached our 2 years in business mark, and so that's really, really exciting. This is the first time that I've really just kind of focused on the product, improving it, making it even better. I'm hoping that we'll get a chance to do a demo today with Airbrush.
Okay.
And also we have a couple of and we also have some new products. So this summer what we did was we developed a pro line of products. I have two great makeup artists, professional makeup artists, BB Mentor and also Eddie Clark, who work for my company. And I'm just like so excited about them because they bring a type of creativity to Flawless Air that, you know, I don't do. And so so excited to work with them. So this summer we actually did our it's a how-to video, instructional video. So when a makeup artist wants to purchase the product with all 18 colors of foundation and 6 colors of blush, they also get a video and a booklet that explains how to use the product. And even like different shape eyes and different shape faces, where contour goes, where eyeshadow goes, how to smoke, how to highlight, how to do everything.
You do the smoky eyes?
I do the smoky eyes.
Oh yay! Because I need to learn how to do that.
Well, see, that's me.
Yeah.
And since you mentioned that,
oh yay! All right. Woo!
We also have another product that we're offering within the next couple of months. It's called IMAX. And this is really a cool product. Now, Monique, you said that you want to learn how to do a smoky eye.
Yeah.
Well,
See,
this
just
kit,
jump right into demonstration. Look at that.
I didn't know you were going to ask me that. I just happened to have it next to me.
Right.
This is actually 180 colors. Isn't that the coolest? So it actually comes with 180 different colors. They're all fantastic colors that show up really well on any color skin. And this little kit comes with its own little how-to booklet. So if you have almond-shaped eyes, if you have hooded eyes, if you have small eyes, close together, far apart, this will give you some great tips on how to just make your eye makeup look absolutely fabulous. Yay. And that's what I tried to do today, so I hope you can see it.
Okay. All right, because we're like, yeah. So everybody's asking, when are you guys going to get a professional? That's the joy of the Diva Show. We are the professionals.
lot of professionals. Yes,
We have
exactly.
two computers today.
Exactly.
Doing
So
our
this is-
filming and hopefully the rest of this.
Yes,
So,
yes.
yeah.
So this is a fantastic product. So those were the couple of things that we did over the summer. Really excited. Quiet as it's kept, we're trying to move our business forward in a great direction. I'll tell you a little bit more about it maybe the next show. We'll talk a little bit more and go in a little deeper. But for the most part, very excited.
We gotta have our first guest on, right?
I think that it's important.
She's running
I
late.
think that it's important. I think that we should.
And
have
he's
James
so cute. We need to have him on.
James is
We gotta give. Yeah.
and he's James
I
Brown.
told you.
Well, that's nice, Monique. Ain't nothing I can do about it though, because I got a cutie at home, baby. He's probably watching going. I'm just
Hey, be careful. How you Taylor? How you doing? We'll clean that up. Anyway, let's have our first guest on. He is the owner of Longevity Gym. And you didn't give me a bio, so I'm just gonna wing it. And he's really a cutie. Let's put that. That's the most we can say. But here he is. His name is James Brown. James, why don't you come on up? Yay! Come on up and join us.
Come on up and join us, James.
Look, I'm telling you, we're gonna stick you in the middle because, oh yeah, I'm gonna ask all the hard questions. How are you doing this morning, sir?
Good, how are you doing?
Good. So, and we met
Raise that
yesterday
up a little
briefly,
bit
so I was
you're
like,
with us
ooh.
on the side. Right here. There you
I
go.
was like, ooh.
There you go. Now have a seat with us. There you go.
I'm probably off camera by now, but oh well. Let's all have it.
Are you sure? Are we on
Yeah,
camera?
I think so. No, I think we're good. I think we're good. I'm gonna check. I have to log in.
Okay,
So,
all right.
yeah, we have one. on camera.
Okay. So as long as we're good, we want to make sure that he's okay.
Yeah,
all right,
camera's
super.
rolling. Hey,
All right. James, thank you so much for letting us. We're fine. No,
Crash
you're
your
fine.
crash your
Yeah.
flag.
Thank you. Thank you so much. This is a really cool place.
Appreciate you guys coming by.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds like lots of fun.
So,
Okay.
are you ashamed? He's like, don't
get
come
to the
back.
juice.
He's like, please don't come back. No.
So, okay, how old are you? We're just jumping in. We're going for it, girls. You know how
This
that
is
works.
not the dating. Okay, all right. I'm sorry. How old are you, James?
I am, 37?
You look great for 37. That is fantastic. Tell us, how long have you been in this fitness profession?
I have been in the fitness profession over 25 years.
That's a long time.
When did you start?
This is I just want to business. No, for real.
Ladies, if you were here, he looks good. I mean,
I don't know what's wrong. I apologize in advance.
Okay.
Okay.
So 25 years, that's a long time.
25 years.
That's a long time. What got you started?
Well, my father was a drill sergeant, my mom was a nurse, so getting into the body, learning more about how the body works, and then having him as a father with drill sergeant and push-ups and other things, just kind of came to second nature.
That's good. That's good. You have quite a setup here.
Thank you.
Quite a setup. This is, you may not be able to see, you can't see the entire building, but he has quite a setup here.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that the two people that I met are also trainers.
Yes.
You are the owner of Longevity?
Yes.
Okay, and so they're trainers. Tell our audience what they could benefit from, especially because we have women watching. So tell us about this, because a lot of women are afraid of this.
Well, I really started out as a personal trainer because I have 3 older sisters and they're shapely women. So at the same time, they wanted to know how to make their body the way they wanted it to look.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't the toothpick look, it was just wanted to be healthy and look good in their clothes.
Right.
So started from there and just working out with things and now getting to the point where we call it Longevity Health and Fitness Academy, where we have culinary chefs on staff also. We have.
Hey,
Did you hear that?
Where's the chef?
Say that again. You have an academy. Wow.
we have a chef in
You
the
have a
house.
chef in
Get
the
out
house.
of
You have
here.
an academy. So you teach us how to eat.
He does that. And
That's
He's
impressive.
like,
That's impressive. That's
you
impressive.
gotta grab a chair and join us. Yeah. He's like, no, I'm good.
He said, I'm gonna be here.
The chef,
Okay,
don't worry. We will have him on next time.
Yes.
So, do you have a kitchen? You have a kitchen, chef?
He's a cordon bleu.
We want to go to his kitchen and get some tips and tricks on how to cook a
Just
real
want to get us
meal
going out of
for
the
your
best places in
You
town.
all feel me, right? She's married. I'm saying, right? I'm just saying. Y'all want some tips and tricks.
Your best. Okay.
Okay.
We got to come back to James. Now, James, okay, so you said 3 older sisters, shapely women, getting bodies healthy and looking good, not necessarily being a toothpick. And then you mentioned the academy. You have this academy that includes
mentoring. We work with in conjunction with Sac State, also working with high school programs.
Wow.
We have a child obesity program also.
wow.
So we extend in a few different ways. We also work with a lot of great models in the area at the same time. She will actually be on later working with.
Great.
Okay.
So it's kind of like we want to affect fitness on not just the bodybuilders and the guys in the gym. It's everybody.
It's everybody.
So we meet you on the level where you're at, whatever goals you want to get to, and we show you how to get there easily without showing yourself in the gym all day.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the plan I'm on.
She said that's the plan. Okay, now I have to say, when I walked in, I saw all this equipment. First of all, I have an idea.
Yeah. We're all scared.
At the same time. No, honestly, I'm sure that when women walk into a gym, and especially if we're not familiar with like how to get ourselves in shape, we look at the equipment, we look at the guys, because you guys have way less fat under your skin than we do. But we look at the guys and we look at all the weights, we look at all this stuff, and we say, I'm intimidated. What would you say to a potential client who comes to your doors and says, what would you say?
The first thing I would tell them is that this is not pointing fingers, but this is not 24-hour fitness. It's not a meat market.
Okay.
This is exclusive
That's
location.
good to know. That's good to know.
It's exclusive location, 1,300 square feet. We have a sauna in the back. We have a shower. You come in and we concentrate and help you get into your goals. We're comfortable with you. We'll exercise to work with you, so you're happy going in and out.
That's a good thing to know. And I think that women always ask the same question, because I did before, and I hope none of my old workout buddies are looking. I'm trying to get back, okay? Don't be mad at me. But women always think that if they start pumping iron, that they're just automatically going to bulk up like a guy. Is that true?
If you don't lift weights correctly, because as you all know, female bodies and male bodies, two different machines going on.
Right. Exactly.
So therefore, there's certain exercises that we want to concentrate on being one of the complementary areas that you want to bring out. As a trainer, we have to talk to you first and kind of evaluate where you want to go, what you're comfortable with. Then we'll customize and tailor a workout for you to get there. Also working with your foods and Mr. Ketchup and getting everything dialed in.
That's good to know. That is really good to know. Monique, you got any questions for this man?
No. Okay, because I was going to get to the single question.
I'm trying to.
Y'all want to
get your girl.
Whatever. Y'all know how it works.
I have sisters, so
he knows how it works.
Help me. I can say that in silence.
Okay. Are you a Christian?
Yes, I am.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, what is your ideal woman?
Wow.
I love it.
I am so sorry.
See, that's why we balance each other out. She asks all the real questions. I get to the good stuff, y'all. I ask all the real questions. Your ideal woman.
My ideal one. That's a great question. Someone that is driven, positive, Christian, health conscious, and
Oh, see, got it right there. That's it, ladies. That's the question you asked us.
Say that.
like I said,
You got 3 sisters on there.
Now, is it that order, or
No, it's not that.
Okay, just that was
It's a pop question.
Yeah, just awesome. Okay. So, and I know you told me yesterday this was not your only location. You have more locations. Is that correct?
Yes, we have another location in Marysville, the city area.
Wow, fantastic.
Girl.
And we have counterparts in the Bay Area that work.
That is
also.
Oh my gosh.
fantastic.
So are you affiliated with other gyms, or is it a longevity gym in those locations?
With it being Longevity Health and Fitness Academy, I have a lot of other personal trainers that have their own individual companies that will help advise and help them get to their goals as a personal trainer on the business end of things. With 20 years in business, I've kind of took some bumps and bruises, so I kind of help them out with the marketing.
Now, I'm sorry, I had saw a picture over there over there. I'm pointing so somebody grab it. Is that you in the picture? Is this you in the picture? The awards? Yeah, who is that?
No.
Oh, I was like, now have you won awards for fitness, or are you part of the bodybuilding circuit and all that?
No, I'm more behind the scenes. I work with bodybuilders, female bodybuilders also, and working with female competitors. So that's the females that don't take steroids. They just want to be fit and active.
Oh, that's good to know.
That is
So that means I know how to help to scope certain areas to make sure it's more presentable.
Yes.
Now you mentioned steroids.
I was
What's your
gonna ask
opinion
that.
about? I mean, we've had so much steroids probably in the last year with athletes and people coming out
And now
saying,
more women.
I know. And then the last one was like Marion Jones. What,
Yeah.
as a trainer, do you understand where they're coming from? Or is it the competition that's driving them to do this stuff, or is it more of, I just want you? I mean,
With me, I think the way I look at it is, if it's not steroids, it would be something else. They try to have that competitive edge.
yeah.
The steroids are just more of the more recognized substance at the time.
Mhm.
But to be at any professional level, sometimes people that stay at that level compromise what they believe in
Right.
to get into something to try to keep that
To
competitive.
keep it going.
Now, when you're dealing with different trainers, and I'm sure a lot of them deal with athletes and things, do you have a strict policy about that as far as dealing with that? Have you run into it as a personal trainer? And if you see it, I mean, how do you deal with it? First as a Christian and then as a businessman, how do you deal with that? If you find out you have a trainer that's doing that kind of stuff, how do you do it?
I have a strict policy that's no drugs
All right.
in the workplace. When it comes to steroids, especially in the gym, that's a volcano's way to explode. So that's something safety wise we don't want around women or children at the same time. Having children coming in and out, that's the last thing we want. So we gotta keep that
That's
safe.
good to know. That's good to know. And I know you do a lot of work in the high schools. Which high schools is your program founded?
Right now, Hiram Johnson.
All
Hiram
right.
Johnson.
Fantastic.
We've been there for the last 3 years with the football team and with the child obesity program that we have there. I work in conjunction with a great individual lady. Her name is Pauline Tracy. She's a nurse practitioner. She is heading the program for Teen Trump, which is really impacting Sacramento. We're looking at taking it citywide, which would be 98 schools.
That would be fantastic. That would be fantastic. So Hiram Johnson is the first one,
Yes.
and the rest of Sacramento is the goal.
Yeah. I'm also a sports specific trainer, so a lot of kids come here in the summertime, and we do basketball camps, we do football camps, sports agility drills, and things of that nature. Then we also have the women's boot camps, but you come in on the weekends, early in the morning, later in the evening.
And I did notice there's some boots over there in the corner. Our audience can't see them right now, but I was gonna bring them and put them on the table. So you do have a women's boot camp.
Yes.
What about your that potential client that is lazy and doesn't like to exercise? What would you say to her?
I would say, come on.
Get in here and work.
I would say, come on in, because it's kind of like the show. When you come here, we're going to come in, have a good time. It's not just going to be people with grim faces and in pain. The music is usually playing. We're having fun. People talking mess, and we're just having a good time. And before you know it, you're sweating, and you're like, the workout's over.
Okay.
Is this a workout? But next thing you know, the pounds are falling off, or the body parts start shaping the way you need to. And notice I keep saying either the pounds are coming off, or some people want to do that.
Yes.
Some people just want to shape up what they already have.
That's true. That's true.
right.
That's true.
So,
not necessarily unhappy with our size, just wanted to look even
it's
better.
complicated.
So
With holidays coming.
Yes.
Yeah,
we
we're
need
gonna
that.
have you back to show us some drills, or what do you think?
Yes. We guys bring you back.
Yeah, we're gonna bring you back.
Oh, yeah.
We'll go through some drills and we'll talk about personal training.
Okay.
All right.
All
I
right,
think
cool.
Dr. Linda is here. I heard her come in. So
All right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, and thank you for having us here.
And
This is
thank
great.
you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
And
we love.
remember, this is may I say?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is James is the owner, personal trainer of Longevity Fitness at 940 University Avenue in Sacramento, right over here in the Arden area. And I'm hoping that there is a website or phone number or something where people can get more information to see how much it costs and all that good stuff.
The phone number is 916-519-6964.
519-69-69-64.
And the website is longevity fitness. Longevity fitness for life. .webs.com.
All right. Thank you so much. Thanks, James, for having us. Yes. And hopefully you'll have us back.
Yes,
yeah, I know after this, because we're gonna turn the place out. You hear it so quiet here, because all the guys they're standing behind us going, really? Did she really say that on TV? Yes, we did.
She did say that. Okay.
I thought I heard Dr. Linda here. Dr. Linda?
Dr. Linda. All right.
Yes, I think she's here. You here? I heard her come in. If not, we can drag Ashley on so she can show everybody our new earrings. And by the way, everybody, I am wearing the brand new. These are the new for fall earrings.
I like those.
I
I
know,
was
these are
going,
so
those are
cute,
so
right?
cute.
I know. Ashley's got to come and show off the next set. We're going to drag her on. Hey, Ashley.
Because I have been admiring those earrings.
I know. She's like,
Wow.
and they're funky, right? You like
They
those?
are.
Those
They are so nice.
So Ashley is our model today, so we're going to just make her keep changing earrings. She's going to leave with a bunch of pairs of earrings today.
Now, this is Ashley Hammock, and Ashley is the director of Dynasty of Curves.
Yes.
And when I met her, say hello to the audience.
Hi.
When I met her back in, what was that, January that we met?
Yeah,
For the fashion show. When I met her, instantly, we connected. I was doing makeup for a fashion show. She was one of the models. And I was just remarking about how cute she was. I thought she was just adorable. She's just adorable. But you are a very dynamic woman, not just a model. Okay, she's a very dynamic woman. Can you tell us a little bit about what Dynasty of Curves is about? And then we'll talk about these gorgeous earrings that you're wearing, because those are absolutely beautiful. Absolutely.
She
And
has so much
and also
fun.
what you're wearing up
Like
top.
symbiotic twin.
And oh
Yeah.
yeah.
but-
Oh yeah, but I know I saw that. Yeah, isn't that cute?
Who did that?
She did.
Oh, you talk to me.
There's some real talent in this
I
one.
know.
So tell us about Dynasty of Curves.
Well, Dynasty of Curves is a plus size organization, and we do a lot with the kids. We have little, we actually did one here at this center
Wow.
with the kids in the summer, and we have like all different kinds of like,
Events.
exactly.
Okay.
We have a lot of different events.
She's like events.
And we do like modeling mixers, we do fashion shows, we do different charity events to raise funds for different schooling. Like there's a health profession school over here out on the south side,
Okay.
over there by Cedar Circle. And we help with their school. So we do a lot with the children. We love doing anything with the children, mentoring, stuff like that. So if you need anything, just let me know. And we'll
Now,
come out.
Ashley, you're being very modest.
Yes.
When I first met Ashley, what impressed me was that you talked about. Tell us more about how you work with kids and how the kids who may not be that little itty bitty kid, you still work with them in their self-esteem. That's what I really want you to say to the audience, please.
Well, we, like you said, we do with the little kid and our younger generation, and we go out and we teach them self-love for themselves, because we want them to be comfortable in their own skin, that you don't have to be a certain size, you can be whatever you are and just be comfortable and have self-love for yourself. And that's basically what we do in our organization as well. We help younger children.
And that is so important for kids. That is so important, because I think a lot of times I have a 14-year-old, my youngest. I have a 14-year-old at home, and even though she doesn't necessarily have a weight problem, sometimes some of her friends may make comments like, "Oh, you don't, you're skinny or whatever," and then they might not, she'll say, "Mom, they act like they don't feel good about themselves." I like what you say, because it's like, no matter what size you are, feeling good about you, and I think modeling is a great thing to do, whatever size you are, but because it builds confidence and it makes you feel like, hey, you know what? I'm modeling, you're the audience, you got to accept me for me. I love that. I think that's fantastic. Really. And so now tell us about these earrings. I just had to get all that out.
Yes, you have to get on that. The earrings today that Ashley is wearing, these are our feather
Those are
earrings. These are
beautiful.
feather dangle earrings with crystals. And I don't know what the feather is, but it's like a key.
Those are too cute.
And that's
And those are like $5.
$5 for
Yeah,
that
those
is
are
the
really
hottest thing. Our
cute.
feathers are like hot right now. I don't know why.
Everybody's
Everybody's
like
like,
flower
I know.
headbands.
and she makes the feathered flower headband.
Okay, so you're gonna start your own line.
Yes.
Look at she's looking like
I'm
that.
like, yeah.
How am I gonna do that? Those are cute.
And those will not be $5. I'm telling you, the headband is not $5,
Too cute though.
but the earrings are $5.
It's called La Dolce Vita. It means the sweet life.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's
So
coming
you
out
do have
soon.
your
The
own
website will be
brand.
coming soon.
So
That's
That's
right.
where you these.
If she would like, we can promote it for her on the $5.
Yes,
The $5
absolutely.
jewelry sale website. If you get
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And Lala Sarah. Too
Yeah,
cute.
now how many colors do you do of the little the head this one?
This one, it just has black and the brown, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cute.
Black, brown, and a black jewel on the side. I
Too
don't know if you
cute.
can really see it, but
Too cute.
that's how it is. And then it has like a
Adorable.
little pop thing on
Yeah.
the side. She thought it was a hat, but it's a headband.
I did. I thought it was a hat at first. I was like, oh, that's cute to kind of put it right there, but that is really
It's different. It's different, and that's what everybody's wearing.
Everybody's into
What's
feathers.
going on with that? Everybody, all my nieces call me. What are you getting feather earrings in? So we have more feather earrings than you need to put on. So you're like, yay!
Oh yeah.
She's leaving with a bunch of pairs of earrings today. I'm just like, I'm gonna be out of the earrings when she's finished because I have a ton of earrings to show for fall. So we're gonna be having you gonna model for us today.
Yeah, she's
Yay!
actually going to
She's
be
our
our
model.
Lala's hair model too.
Yeah.
So when she
So
comes back,
whenever-
she'll look a little different.
Yeah, so you're gonna throw on some new earrings and then I guess
we can.
Yeah,
We
we're
actually, you know
gonna
what? We can actually do her makeup on.
Oh,
yeah.
I'll
So
just
everyone.
link the I'll leave and go find Dr. Linda because I hear Dr. Linda, but I don't see
Oh,
her.
okay. Are we gonna do it that quickly?
No, are you ready to start?
No.
Oh, she's not ready to start.
I wanted to be excused from the table for a minute, and then I would come back.
That sounds
Excused.
like the Diva show. Just you just gotta roll with it, everybody. You gotta roll with it. So these are part of our fall line of earrings, and if you haven't been to our website, $5jewelrysale.com is fantastic. Make sure you
Yes.
check it out.
Yes.
And not everything, like Ashley was saying, is $5
Not
on that
everything.
website, but most of it is $5.
Right.
We do have some real gold now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh,
Wow.
you haven't seen our hand dipped leaves. They're
They're
real
actual
leaves.
leaves?
They're actual leaves that are hand dipped in 24 karat gold or,
Wow.
and I usually have mine on, but 24 karat gold or platinum.
Is that?
And they're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. So check out our website. These are only $20,
Wow.
which people all over the state are selling them for 40.
Yeah.
60. So we just got them for 20. So we got a good deal on.
Good show. Good
Yeah,
show. I like
good
that.
show.
That's really
So
good. That's
We'll
really
bring
good.
back some more deals. We'll let Ashley. Are you guys ready to switch up? And I'll keep rolling.
You keep
'Cause I'm
rolling.
looking
Little
for
switch up. And then,
Dr. Linda.
That's
Dr.
okay.
Linda might can. Dr. Linda.
well, I'll tell you what. Ashley and I will be excused from the table, and then
Yes,
we'll come
you
back. Okay. All right.
Mother may you. Yes,
Yes,
she may.
Mother May. Okay. All right. Thanks.
Dr. Linda. Dr. Linda's back here. She's ready to come on. Dr. Linda. Oh boy. Yeah, see, this is what happens, everybody, when we have the show. We're still on. Yeah, everybody, we're still on. Just hang with us. We're waiting for Dr. Linda. She's back here somewhere. I heard her come in, so I know she's here. She tiptoed by us, so I know she's here. I'm about to do a whistle. So, if you have any questions, I'm listening for my phone. If you have questions, make sure you log them into the website. I am logged in so I can answer your questions live. And here she is, the lady of the day. Hi, Dr. Linda. Woo-woo.
Woo-woo.
How you doing, lady?
I'm doing
Your
good.
show was fantastic.
Oh,
Just fantastic.
thank
It
you.
really was. Oh, we had
Thank
such a good time. We
yeah.
had rub the pad. Yeah. We just went to sleep, everybody. Bear with us.
So
I
who do
see-
we have on?
It looks like we just have 3 people today.
Call some
Mark.
friends.
Well, that's okay. We'll take the 3 anyways. So
Well, I love you 3.
yes,
I
and if you're on our website, please go to the bottom in the chat room window and log in where it says guests. Put your name in the guests so we know who you are, guests. We need to know because we can't see. I can't see you guys. But if you're on, please just go and log in.
You know, I thought you said that it was gonna be raining men. I know.
I'm a little upset. I'm with you.
On the wrong
Right?
How we gonna be divas? Ain't got no
And ain't no
man.
man. And she almost made me bring the It's Right in there. But the reason I called you on was I want to talk about your show. Oh, the show was fantastic. By the way, the Women of Destiny this past weekend was fantastic. I had such a blessed time. Met some fantastic women of God. But just one of the things Valerie and I were talking about it about Dr. Sims and his the big controversy.
Yeah.
So we were talking about sex and the church. And does the church really talk about sex in that kind of
Absolutely
way?
not. And you ministers out there that are preaching the gospel ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Oh, stop.
Jesus talked about sex in the Bible. Y'all can talk about it in the pulpit.
I think so. I agree with you. I think his comment was fantastic. That he put it in the context of being married, but he really spoke real.
Yeah.
When he gave women tools.
Yeah.
Tools. That was the whole point of the Women of Destiny show was to give you the
Equip
tools.
women to be women. One of the things that we need to understand as women is that we have worth. And I think that's what he was really just pushing home. And it's good to hear it from a man because, you know, we itches and witches and all kinds of stuff out of the mouth of men.
Right.
But to have a man say, no, you have worth and I want you to use your valuable worth to attract me.
Right.
Then it makes it a little bit better. But yeah, I love Dr. Sims. He kept it 100. I even asked one of the men that was there at A Woman's Destiny. He came with his wife. I was like, is he telling us the truth? Because he not, I'm a gut puncher. And he was like, he's
troublemaker.
Yeah. Every once in a while, that old Linda comes out of me. But he said that, he was telling us the real deal. So women, y'all need to come to the next one. It was very helpful.
So now what, and I just want to talk about two of your guests that were there.
Okay.
The lady not for sale. Belinda.
Bonita.
Oh my gosh, I called you the wrong name. Sorry, Bonita, if you're watching.
Yeah.
Bonita.
I'm just gonna call you Bobo because I probably called you the wrong name too. But because I think it's Benita. So Bonita Hopkins. Love you, girl. Yeah, she was wonderful.
She was fantastic.
Yeah.
And her whole organization is, if you've never checked out about human trafficking, it is one of the biggest problems that we have in the country.
Yeah.
And it's huge. So she really talked about how much we don't know about human trafficking.
Yeah.
And she will be here. She's actually gonna join us for the next Diva show to talk about human trafficking.
Yeah.
So I cannot wait. We're gonna have, like I said, it's a little bit of The View and Jerry Springer all thrown into one.
My goodness.
So
well,
I
ain't the Jerry Springer.
No, we're not
part.
the Jerry Springer.
I'm the View portion.
Yeah, we're
but
the View portion.
If you ever see Valerie and Monique, you know that's where the Springer comes.
I heard that. Valerie's in the background. She's getting set up. So, and the other person was Constance. What is Constance last name?
Cooper Martin.
Cooper Martin. Fantastic story, and I'm gonna grab her book because we're gonna talk about
her book.
Yes. While Valerie's getting set up,
And one of you three are gonna win a book.
Yeah.
You wanna win a book? Yeah. It's a good book.
Just keep going.
I'm sorry. My phone is about to die, and I'm trying to get
She's
it
trying
plugged
to
in.
find it. Oh, grab the.
Just plug it in right there.
Yeah, just grab. You guys know how we do it.
So listen, Constance. How I met Constance is I went to a program, and she's a praise dancer. And that's her ministry is praise dancing. And she at that show, or not show, at the church service, they told us about her book. And I remember when they told us, I was like, I gotta get her book. And so she was dancing and about to leave, and I grabbed one of the ushers, and I'm like, look, tell that woman I need to buy her book. I need it before she leaves. And so I got her book, and I read her book, and it's about her true life story. The one thing that I like about it is that she doesn't hold back anything.
Yeah.
You know, so many times in church, we think, well, I don't want you guys to know my dirt.
I don't want you to know where I come from. You know,
That's
I just want you to see me all dolled up and know that God changed me. But when somebody is really struggling with something, we need to then take the mask off
right.
and really talk to them. And that's what her book does. It really talks about her life, what she went through in church, out of church, around church.
Now,
And
did
it's,
I understand her to be correct? She's a minister's daughter? Is she a minister's daughter?
I don't know if
Okay.
she's a minister's daughter,
So she is
but
she
yeah,
is a
I know Shea is a minister's
Right.
daughter. But I think she is a minister. I'm sorry, I thought that was falling on the gentleman. I was gonna say, move out the way.
This is what happens when we go live, you guys.
Yeah.
Just bear with us.
And you know, women
you
see
know how it
everything.
is. We see
everything.
we see not only
I can
that,
see everything that's going
but
on in
everything
the
else.
room. So.
Everything else is going on. It's like peripheral vision.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if she is thing, but I know that she's had a pretty tough life.
Yeah.
But God, in the dance she did, he saw the best in me.
Wow.
When everybody else around could only see the worst. Yeah. It was just really powerful.
Yeah.
But let me just, cause you know I like to let you see what you're getting into. I'm gonna read a little bit of something.
Oh wow. It's a very
I won't read the chunky part.
Yeah,
I'll read the watery stuff.
Yeah.
So y'all be like, what?
Yeah, because she's got some very open stuff.
I'm gonna glance at her introduction and see if there's some nuggets in there. Maybe I should just open it up right here. I'm trying to find some good stuff for y'all. You can't just.
I don't know what's in there. They're looking through our earrings. We have no idea.
We're shopping.
Yeah, they're shopping. They're shopping over there.
We're shopping.
Let's see. Let's start with chapter 10. No, chapter 10 might be too far in the book. Let's go to chapter 2. So, right after chapter 1. When my father moved out, we stayed with my mother at first. She was a good mother, and we never wanted for anything. She really believed, and still does believe, in taking care of her family, especially her kids. Without question, when they got a divorce, it was hard for all of us. When I say all of us, I mean my sisters. We loved both my father and mother. It was a dramatic change for our lives. We had dreams. Now, right there, you can see that she's talking about a single parent. She's talking about children going through a divorce. So let's go on. We had dreams and we thought our family would always be together. My sister Tina was the first to move in with my father, even though he wasn't her natural dad. My father was a good man and stepfather. He never made any difference between my sisters and me. He took care of all of us the same, no difference. Sounds like my stepfather. When my sister Tina went to college, she had my nephew Isaiah. It was my dad and mom's first grandchild. Even though it was supposed to be a happy occasion, it wasn't. My mom had kicked my sister out. That's how she ended up at my dad's. She had nowhere else to go because her natural mom was suffering from addiction at home. I also believe my mother was suffering from addiction too. Now that I look back, there were too many unstable behavior patterns, and that's just page 1 and 2. There you go. So that's just a little bit so you can see she's opening up herself. This woman is powerful. I mean, she walks in the authority. We're talking about a woman that understands her worth, but she went through so much to get to that point. So, what do you want to do?
I don't know. We got to figure out. We're gonna have a giveaway because she is autographed. Because I got one of her books, and I think it's fantastic. She's actually autographed it, so we get an autograph. She said, "To whoever the Lord blesses with these words." So she's already autographed it. We are going to give it away. Woohoo! So while I think Valerie's almost set up, but we're gonna give this away sometime during the show. We're gonna ask. Let's see, what can we do? We need a contest, everybody. What's the contest?
How many years has James been in the fitness?
Oh, if you can answer online.
Wait, you already interviewed James?
Yeah, we already interviewed James. Girl, you
See,
missed
I
it.
was
She was
I
running
back
like
here
Divas
talking
show
to
does not
myself.
The Diva
Divas
show.
show
Oh,
roll
on. So she knows how to grow.
Yeah.
So
So I'm gonna go
we
in there. I'm gonna go over here and ask
this
James how long
wonderful- No, we can't get this book. So Constance's book is The Chronicles of Connie by Constance Cooper Martin. Fantastic read. I read through it, half of it. There's no words. Just powerful. If you have someone in your family, she's trying to. She's a troublemaker. Get her. If you can tell us
Wait,
online, or you can call the 800 number.
Call the 800 number.
Call 800
15.
513-1554, extension
Oh.
704, and tell us how many years has James been in the fitness
You know,
industry.
Diva show has moved
So-
up because we didn't
Yeah,
have
I
an
know.
800 number last time.
Right? We didn't. We're moving up. We are moving on up. Moving on up. So we are moving up. We have an 800 number now, so you can call in. You can win this book, or you can post it online because we're watching the answers. If you're in the visitors box, just post and tell us how many years James has been in the fitness industry. You get a copy free of the Chronicles of Connie. All right, and I'm gonna turn it over to my co-host, the beautiful, luscious, and lovely
Luscious.
Valerie Taylor. She's
And
gonna
if you
give us a
don't get the book,
demonstration.
if you don't get the book, if
She
you're not
does
the
not
lucky
get
one, if you're not the lucky one, I don't want you to feel out because you can still go to Amazon and buy the
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, please go to Amazon.com. Look up the Chronicles of Connie by Constance Cooper in her maiden name, but her name is Constance Martin Cooper. If you're a minister, Cooper Martin, excuse me. If you're a minister out there and you're looking for a wonderful way to give a testimony, she is fantastic. You might even want to give her a call. She's here locally in California. All right, but I'm turning it over to Valerie. Bye, everybody.
See ya. I'm gonna charge up my phone so I can talk to
Okay, you guys gotta watch this because if anybody
Okay.
answers, we got a winner.
All right, super. Welcome back. Thanks so much for having us, James, at the Longevity Fitness Gym. We are so excited to be here. Thank you again for having us. Now, I'm going to have Ashley, my friend and my model. I'm going to have you sit on this side, love, so that I can get to all my gear. Ashley's going to sit in the little spinning chair, so I'm going to actually move her back and forth during our airbrush demonstration. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna back her up right here. A lot of people ask, what does a kit look like? So I wanted to show you. I brought a sample of one, and I wish we had some close-up you could actually see. For if you go online to Flawless, that's perfect. If you go to flawlessaircosmetics.com, you can check out a system. There it comes with your very own airbrush, your compressor, the star that we have right here. You don't get a star because you are a star, but you can wear this as an earring. And it comes with your own airbrush, your compressor. This is about 2 ounces of foundation and about a ½ ounce of blush. So I'm going to demonstrate for you how easily and how beautifully airbrush makeup goes on. For those of you, sorry if I'm off camera for just 1 second, I just want to move these things over. For those of you who are professional makeup artists, we love to work with professional makeup artists. We also have a kit online available for you. It comes with all 18 of the foundation colors, 6 of the blusher colors, along with your airbrush, your compressor, and everything that you, a DVD of how to put the product on, and a little booklet. We also offer a certification once you complete that whole thing. So I have makeup artists out there right now who are actually working professionally. Hi, BB. Hi, Eddie. Love them very much. They are fantastic. And they're making money with their kits, and they're getting hired because they know how to do airbrush makeup. Some of them are even taking it a little further, Ashley, and they're actually doing like special effects type stuff. Okay, not there yet, but they're professionals and they know how to do it. Okay, so really, really simple. What I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a color for Ashley, and also for those of you who are looking to be professional makeup artists, or what we call our pro MUAs, One thing that I find when I'm working with people of a different nationality than myself, it's always good to have a little picture on the front. So what we did was to keep people from worrying about how will I know what color goes on her if she's different than me. We actually put little pictures. I don't know if you can see this. I'm gonna put it as close as I can. We actually put little pictures on the front of the bottles so that it's really simple. You simply match up the person who's sitting in your chair. You match up their complexion with the person on the bottle. Can't miss. Makes it really, really simple. Now, so what I'm gonna do is I'm looking at Ashley, and the lighting in here is a little dark, but I'm looking at, as you go ahead and look at the camera, love. Ashley is a yellow undertone, so she's gonna be in the neutral category. And I'm gonna put this down for just 1 second so you can see the differences. This one is the reddish category. This one with the little yellow stripe on the side, I don't know if you can see it, I hope you can, is in the neutral. So I can already look at Ashley and see that she is in the neutral family. But I am actually going to do some mixing. So I'm going to take this one, maybe I think this one, and I'm going to go a little bit darker. Actually, I'm making it, maybe making it a little more difficult than necessary. Ashley is actually the same color I am. So let me find the colors that I use really quick. Here we go. A little sediment is normal. When you shake it up, you get a chance to really see what color it is, and it's absolutely beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 2 colors on Ashley. I'm going to use the summer tan and chocolate. There's no reason really to prep the face other than it just needs to be clean. So I'm going to take like
So
about.
Ashley, is your face clean?
My face is clean. Oh. Linda, that's Linda over there cracking jokes, asking Ashley if she washed her face.
Where's the studio audience?
I mean, oh my goodness, can we get another studio audience?
She gonna put us out.
We're already going to get put out, Monique. I think it's just inevitable. Okay. Now, Ashley, you've been down this road before with me, and she was so fantastic at that little fashion show. And so I'm going to start right up here at her forehead. Oh, could someone turn the fan off for us just for this moment? Thank you. The makeup is going. The makeup, this makeup loves your skin, so it really wants to hug on your skin. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start right here on your forehead. And then you'll notice what I'm doing is I'm just making little circles right here on Ashley's forehead. Just little circles.
Now, is this product for men?
This product can be for men. As a matter of fact, men actors tend to enjoy it just because it's not a lot of brushes and sponges and, you know, feeling like, yeah, this is what ladies do.
So can we see you do something for James?
James don't need it, girl. According to popular demand, James doesn't need it. But
okay.
but no, to answer your question, I think that men prefer this, especially on a set, a movie set, because it's not fussy like, you know, women put on makeup and we got sponges and we got all kinds of
They
stuff.
take the shirt off, you can airbrush.
Now, see, you're trying to be funny, but we did actually airbrush someone's body. Yes, yes. we
No,
did.
I'm trying to set James up. That's all I'm doing.
Help me. Okay, I need help. I need somebody call 911. No. Okay, all right, and send them right on over here. I'm just teasing. No, really. We have. I worked on a set, and I'm balancing out the color. I worked on a set with models, and it was cold. It was a cold, rainy day. And they all had on bikinis and like bathing suits. The men, we actually had to airbrush their bodies. I felt so sorry for them because it was cold.
Yeah.
And this is not, is this cold? Is this warm? No, yeah. So you can imagine if I was airbrushing your body. So yeah, we airbrushed bodies and everything that day. It was very interesting, but it was also good to see how far the makeup goes. Now what I want to do with Ashley right here, and I know the camera is a little far, we can't all see, but what I want to do is I want to give her a nice little coat. Okay. And how does it feel, Ashley? Let me just give you a moment to talk to the audience. Tell everyone, how does it feel?
Feels good, actually.
How does it smell? How does it smell? Does it smell like gasoline? We make it with gasoline. I'm just teasing. We don't make it.
It doesn't smell like anything, but it feels good when it goes against your skin.
It feels good, yeah.
It smells real great. It smells like fragrance.
It smells, well, what we do is we don't add fragrance to the product. And there's a reason why we don't add fragrance to the product. I really do try to keep it very, very simple, very, very basic. And the reason why, and of course we use aloe vera as our base. So aloe vera juice is what we use. And that's really gentle for the skin. So it makes it a pleasant experience. So what you're smelling is probably just aloe vera. It smells very kind of like earthy.
So for people who have like eczema, like myself, it doesn't harm.
No, it's not harming.
It's not gonna agitate it.
No, it's not. It's not. It's gonna be gentle on your skin. I can't say that about every.
The studio audience just yells out the questions.
No, that's fine. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. I'm gonna turn Ashley towards the camera. You may not see much of a difference, but in a moment, I'm gonna hand Ashley a mirror, and she's gonna tell you what she sees.
Oh, I see a difference. Yeah.
Do you see a difference?
Yeah, she's like gleaming.
She's gleaming.
Yeah, much more.
How's it feel on your skin? I'm trying to put on more. Yeah. No, I mean, how does it feel like when you move your face around? Does it feel like you have on like a lot of makeup?
I don't feel it.
Well, tell them.
I don't feel it when it's put on. You can't feel it at all.
You can't feel it at all.
And she's wearing one of our beautiful new
Beautiful. Did you notice she changed? She's got on this beautiful tiered necklace and earrings to match.
Woohoo.
Yeah. All right. I'm trying to put on a little bit more than I usually put on, and the reason why is because we're on camera, and sometimes you can't see things as well on camera, especially when the camera is far. Now we can customize a color for our, I want them to, I don't know if you can see Ashley, but Ashley, if you kind of give a couple of turns, hither and yon, everyone will be able to see. Ashley, do you usually wear, what type of makeup do you usually wear?
Regular foundation, not
Like a liquid foundation?
Yeah, it's a liquid.
Do you usually feel that on your skin, or is this something a little bit different?
I don't feel it as much.
Mhm.
It's not like really heavy like
Good.
this. So,
Yeah, I don't want you to mention the name. I just want to know if there's a difference.
Unless you know sign language. If you know sign language.
No, Linda is trying to get us all in trouble.
You already said no bad names.
No bad mouthing,
No
huh?
names.
No names.
You
No
can
names.
sign it. That's not fair.
Okay, just before we put a little blusher and eyeshadow on Ashley, I want to give her a mirror here. And go ahead and tell me, there's a little sticker on it. Go ahead and tell me what you think and what you see.
very clear and crisp.
And it's not even dry all the way.
It's not.
It's not even dry all the way. But what do you think?
Flawless.
She's my girl. She is my girl. Okay. All right, great. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to apply a little bit of blusher. And Ashley saw a color in here that she really liked. And so that's the color that we're going to use. Was it this one? Oh, it's that one. Oh, very dramatic. This is Richness. And I'm using everything from the Pro Kit right now. So that's why we've got these little bottles. But what I'm going to do is Ashley is going to wear her. When I'm working with a person's face, you go ahead and look forward. When I'm working with a model, I always look to see where I'm going to contour. And if you're a professional makeup artist, or if you're looking to become one, what I always do is I kind of look at my person, and you can do one of two things. If your makeup is dry, you can take your finger and just kind of push in on their face, and that way you'll know exactly where the blusher is going to go for contour. Or you can have your model smile. And the apple of the cheek toward the hairline, from the apple of the cheek toward the hairline, is where you're going to put your blush. So what I'm going to do for Ashley is I'm going to have Ashley smile. This is a very dramatic color, so I'm going to use it pretty sparingly. Okay. She loves to smile. I don't think that I had to ask her twice to smile. And also, ladies, the great thing about airbrush makeup is that it does come out as a liquid, so it does come out a little wet, but the great thing about it is once it's dry, you can take your makeup brush and you can actually move it around. So if you needed to get it a little bit more on the cheek, once this is dry, you can absolutely do that. Here's another thing that you can do. Oh, yes, question. Yes, I can answer a question.
What was that again?
If you can actually move the makeup, I'm going to dry this cheek. actually move the makeup around after it's dry.
Oh. Huh.
So you just take your brush, this is clean, and you can actually move it. It dries to a powder. So actually I've taken a little bit off, but you can move it around after it's dry. And you can do that with any of the makeup all over your face. So that's a good thing to know. You can actually move it around. But I'm gonna put the blush back on. Because it wasn't too intense. It was just right. And I just kind of created, I'm gonna turn you this way. And just as a guide, I just kind of created a little crescent for those of you watching and wanting to know how to put on your makeup. Just a little crescent. Well, I like that. It makes you feel good. Okay. All right. That's cool. All right. Now, the next thing you can do with this, fun. This product is pretty versatile.
So you only have neutral colors, or do you have like?
No, we have, actually the colors that we have are neutrals. We have cools and we have warms.
Oh.
So we can cover any complexion. Any complexion. And then of course if we run into something where it's kind of like, oh well, you know, how do I know this is not my color? We also blend, do a custom blend, and that's free.
Oh.
No extra.
But I was because you were putting on blush, right?
Yes, that was blush.
So what colors do you have in the blush?
Same. Cools, warms, and neutrals. Cools, warms, and neutrals. And this is actually, I wish the lighting was better so you could really see it. This looks really good on Ashley. Ashley, pick up the mirror and tell the audience what you think. I don't want to be the only person saying it. Can you see it just like reflecting on your cheeks? It looks good, huh?
Yeah.
It doesn't look heavy. It looks very natural.
Exactly.
I like it. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish up. I also want to demonstrate something else. Everyone always asks me, what else can you do with the blusher? Well, you can actually use it as eyeshadow.
Ooh.
We like eyeshadow. And again, it's good to know that once it's dry, you can move it around. Once it's dry, you can move it around. People always ask, is it hard to learn how to use this? The answer, of course, is no. It's not difficult. If you can make little circles, you can airbrush. I think the most difficult if you leave your eyes closed just in the room, just want it to dry all the way. The most difficult thing about learning how to use it is working with someone who's not you. Oh, the camera is coming closer. Ooh. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to stand out of the light so our audience can really see. And I'm going to turn you from the back, actually, just a little bit. It does, I know, with your eyes closed, huh? Okay, all right, super. Now I've got just a little bit more of this blush color left. You can go ahead and open your eyes. Thanks, huh? And now what I'm going to do is, Ashley loves to smile. So this is going to be difficult for Ashley. Ashley, put your lips together. She can't. She can't. It's okay. All right. I just want to show the folks that this can also be the same color. Notice I haven't changed anything out. It's used as a lip color. And I'm just squirting it on. I'm letting it dry. Now to finish it up, obviously this is not going to dry oily because there's no oil in it. We'll have to actually put some some lip gloss over it.
Wow. It can be lipstick.
It can be lipstick, the blush.
Know, I said it lasts forever.
It lasts forever. Linda says it lasts forever. You're not helping Ashley because she's having a hard time keeping her lips together. It's all right. I'm not going to spray your teeth. I promise I won't do that. All right. Okay. So how about that? Take a look, my dear. All right. Turn that fan back on. Right? It's all good. You can turn it right back on. All right. So now what I want to do is I want to finish up. Sorry, I'm ducking out of the camera. I'm not trying to. I just have the rest of my stuff down here.
Oops. Is it supposed to go like that?
No. Clearly, whoever is on set is supposed to get the air Linda. Did you notice that? Did you notice what she did to me? She is too much.
She gonna get rid of me and you will. Okay, let me start.
All right. Huh? And I'm going to finish up with just a little bit of liner. Ashley and I are over here whispering. I said, I should have brought some eyelashes so we could
You
just
know
finish
what?
this up.
That I should have went and got my thing because I was gonna bring my eyelashes so she could put them on.
I told her.
You know, I don't go anywhere without mine, so
You
I don't
know,
know what's wrong with the two of you.
No, I just had got a ticket because I was rushing
To get to
to
me.
get home so I can get with Monique, so she wouldn't be too late.
All right.
And I was frustrated, so I was like, no, I'm just gonna go.
Okay, Linda, thank you. We're on camera. All right, so we'll get back to you and your ticket in a minute. Ashley,
I want the police officer to know that
you know, let's just blah, 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 blah. See what Ashley did. Okay, Ashley, what do you take a look in the mirror and tell the audience. Well, let them see you looking at yourself. Tell the audience what you really think.
I like it. It looks really good. And it's not like too much to where it's like, woo, like where you going with that?
Yeah. But you could build from there. We could
Yeah, you
actually
could.
put some more eyeshadow on. We could darken
That's
up
a
your.
good day
your-
look.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
day look.
Yeah.
True.
It's a
So if
fantastic
you
day.
were going out, you could have a little like shimmer and
Mhm.
go.
And really go with it. Yeah. So again, this kit, if you like more information about it, please go to flawlesshaircosmetics.com and you can find out. All the colors are right there listed on the website, so you'll pick out the one that you are. We also offer that if you are really not sure after you've looked at the colors and you say, I still don't know what color I am, send me a snapshot of yourself. Just take it with your cell phone, real simple, and email it to flawlessair@yahoo.com, and we will recommend a color for you, along and give you a couple little samples so that you can kind of play with it. If you are mixed, then we'll mix it for you free. If you're not, then you just know what color you are. All right. And then also, I gave the web address, didn't I? Yes. And then if you're interested in the Pro Kit, please visit flawlessaircosmetics.com and go to where it says Go Pro. Right under the video, it says Go Pro. And if you go to that part where it says Go Pro, there's definitely some options there for you for what type of professional kit that you want. All right. Thanks so much, Ashley. Wow. Thank you so much. All right. So now, well, I guess I don't know if I should. Is there someone coming on after me? Am I just
talk about your skincare.
Oh, you know, I didn't bring the skincare stuff today to be able to talk about it. I was a little rushed. I was rushing. Why is everyone rushing? What are we doing?
I don't know.
We were already late.
I wasn't running late.
No, that was us.
But still, it just seems like everything is just happening like all at one time. Maybe it's the time of the year. You know, it could be just the time of the year and all of that good stuff. Kind of like you're trying to get everything done before the last day of the year. Maybe that's what's going through our heads. Well, I am looking forward to my co-hosts joining me so that we can talk a little bit more about
We're back.
our
Are
subjects.
we back on? Oh, look at this.
What subjects do we have?
I
Oh
don't
my
know.
goodness.
We have, our guests
what
are running
subject?
late. We have guests that are running late, everybody.
Well, we
So
also,
if you're looking for a
We already
reason,
talked about the talking head.
yeah, we were trying to call you for that. You know, we were like, where is she?
Taylor was my coach.
yeah.
Yeah, we did. And nobody won the book.
Nobody won the
Nobody
book.
won the book.
Did they
so
all get the
far.
question? Did they get the answer wrong, or
I
just
don't know.
no one?
Nobody won the
Oh,
book
okay. Well,
yet. So we're
give
gonna
them a
keep.
chance.
Yeah, we'll give you another chance.
We'll give them a chance.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got
we'll give
more
you another
guests.
chance. We got more stuff to give away.
Absolutely.
And we have Gene Hooks is joining us.
I cannot wait for
I
Jean
know.
here.
We're waiting for
is
It's
too
Wrap.
much and a half.
Yeah, she is.
Yes.
And we're waiting for the It's Karen Schreifer to be here with It Works.
Oh, she's
So somebody's
that
getting a free
Karen.
wrap. That
Wow.
Karen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Karen.
Yes.
Yeah, our
yeah.
friend. She's fantastic.
Yeah. I went
So we
to dinner with Jean the other night actually.
Oh, you did?
And, oh,
She's a hoot.
Jean is a mess.
Yes. Yes, that's why
I love Jean. She is a hoot and a half, and I joined her for her She has a monthly girlfriends group that meets.
How come I wasn't invited? I'm
I
sorry.
don't know.
Tell her why. I have to talk to her.
You have to talk to her
on air.
You have to
Of
talk
why
to
I
her.
was
But
not
she just
invited.
started. She restarted this girlfriends group that
Yes.
meets, and it's nice because it's not about business. She wanted so badly to say Valerie does, and I was like, I just want to be a regular person tonight.
Yeah.
You know, just no, you know, none of that. But it was so nice because it was just a bunch of women. We got together. We ate Chinese food. I won't say where we ate it because it was not good. So, but the company was fantastic. I mean, just laughing and talking and just having a great time. Women from different backgrounds, different nationalities, and we just had a ball.
Oh, fantastic.
So when I went, I realized I need to do more of that.
Yeah, and I was asking anybody online. If you're online, I think a couple of people were trying to log in. You don't have to log in. Go to the bottom of the chat room where the guest name pops in. If you typed something in already, it's already accepted the standard guest name. But as soon as if you refresh the page, come right back, it'll have a nickname, and you can put your name in that box. So for anybody watching, I saw a question from guests. I didn't see the number, but if you want to, that's the login that we keep talking about. Not the button at the top, but just change the nickname in the chat box. Okay?
I'm
So
loving those
that's enough.
earrings. I was over there shopping in that
hot,
box.
hot.
I was just
These are
shopping.
new, and
Those
I'm
are
a hoop girl.
gorgeous. I'm a hoop girl.
I am a hoop girl.
From
Yeah,
way
these are-
back.
and these are big.
Beautiful.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
If I had the big afro,
Yeah,
I would be
I'd
all
be
in.
really working.
I know.
I'm working on that.
Back to But these are definitely cute. These are wire.
Those are
A little
so
bit. And you know what? I try to
cute.
keep heavy, but I couldn't pass these up.
But these aren't heavy though.
No, they're not.
These are not heavy.
They're
These are
just
actually
really
really, really light, and they're just really, really cute.
And I have some other earrings that are very similar to this
Mm-hmm.
that we had before. And when I saw these come back, I said, oh, these are cute.
Yeah.
But they're hoops. They're very, really cute, lightweight hoops with the flat middle closure.
Right.
And they're straight earrings. And
You know what those
they're
remind me
cute.
of? Those remind me of art.
Yes.
They
that's
remind
why
me
I
of
like
art. They remind me of not just the regular, just a hoop, but they
Mhm.
remind me of something that like somebody like you draw a doodle.
them. Yeah, that's what they
look like
remind me
art.
of too.
They look like
And they're
art. Those
really
are
cute. And they're comfortable.
So
So
how come we're not holding up some stuff from
oh,
$5
because
jewelry
we're
sales?
just gonna switch.
Oh, okay, we're just
Everybody's
gonna switch.
switching jewelry.
We're just switching.
And we have rings.
I didn't
everybody.
get
We
any
have-
switches.
What's going on? Why
I
didn't you
didn't
switch?
get
I'm
a
hurt.
switch.
What's
Anything.
going on? Go on and switch.
No, just teasing. No. No, but I did
Jason's
see some
like,
stuff
this
that I
is
wanted to
what
buy.
I'm talking about.
I
They're
want to.
crazy.
I want to be the jewelry model next time. But the jewelry model seems to get all the cool
I
stuff.
know. And I said Ashley's gonna clean up because she's got what
I want to be Ashley next time. Can I get it? Can I
necklace number 3. So we have these are our new hoop earrings. These are
Those
on
are
the
too
website.
cute.
These are
Those
really
are
cute.
too cute.
These are cute. And we do have lots more feather earrings. And I think Dr. Linda, are you joining us? Are you hanging out in the audience or are you joining us?
I'm hanging out right now.
You're
She's hanging out right now.
Okay, because
Okay.
you're giving away tickets, right?
I'm giving away tickets. And
Uh-oh.
I'm giving away
Dr.
a book.
Linda, we have giveaways.
We have
today.
giveaways.
Yes,
so,
we do have
so
giveaways.
get
And
some-
oh,
and James
James.
Brown said we can give away more.
What do we
Yes,
get?
yes,
James, we got anything from you guys that you're giving away? Are you giving away anything?
Free week of training.
What? OMG. If you are in the Sacramento, it's only good for Sacramento residents. So
or
if you're
Stockton
watching,
if you
yeah.
willing to travel.
Stock.
That's fantastic.
Hey, whoop whoop. So the valley, let's say, can we say valley? Valley, Sacramento, Stockton? Sacramento, Stockton. If you're in the valley, if you're a viewer here in the valley, James Brown of Longevity Fitness is giving 1 week personal training. Is that correct?
Wow. Do that. Just in time for the
So
holidays.
so we need a contest
working out.
question. We need
I
a contest.
gave a contest question.
I got a contest question.
Okay, Linda,
Oh.
contest question.
What's the contest question? Okay, the contest question. What is the name of Valerie Taylor's makeup? That's an easy one. Come on, everybody. I know you got it out there.
I think that's pretty easy.
Who are the afternoon guests and giveaways? Oh, somebody's asking who are they? We're giving away a book. A book, woohoo!
Yay!
So if you're
Great.
watching, we're giving away a book from Constance Cooper, The Chronicles of Crony. Free book if you can answer how many years was James
James
Brown
Van,
been
yes.
in the fitness industry?
In the fitness industry.
And our question for the week
Of free training.
is, what is the
free?
name of Valerie's makeup? Ooh, that's an easy one. I know
That's a
somebody's
real
gonna get that
simple.
one. Everybody's like, how do I get that? Well, Kate, you gotta tell us the answer to those two questions. So you can either get the book or the fitness. So Kate, if you're on, yes.
Linda's got a
Question number 2 for the fitness. What is talk to the hand?
Uh-oh. I don't know if everybody can remember that one.
Well, that's okay.
Oh, okay, that's
Okay, so that could be a question number.
Talk to the hand.
That could be a question number
three.
three. That could be
Okay.
a question number 3.
So
Are we going to? I told you I was loaded for bear on the comment that you made about healthy talks about sex in church.
oh yeah, let's go back to that one because we didn't talk about that.
We did
Let's,
not talk
let's
about
have our disclaimer. If you have little kids and you're watching, we're asking you please get them busy with something else right now. We're talking it's grown folks right now. Grown people talk. So we were talking earlier about, and I think we'll have Dr. Linda join us. Come on, Dr.
I
Linda.
get X-rays.
Come on. Well, that's why we have this disclaimer. Come on, Dr. Linda. Dr. Linda's going to join us.
Okay.
And we're going to go back while we're waiting for guests to arrive. We have guests that are coming. This afternoon's guest will be Jean Hooks and also Karen Schreifer with It Works. She's going to be talking about It Works and why it works. So those are the afternoon guests. They are running late, so bear with us. That's why we're kind of hanging on. We also have, I believe, Tasha Robinson.
She's supposed to be coming.
Yes,
Oh,
from
Tasha's
Paris
great.
Aesthetics. Will be back with us. She was here last time, and I
Yeah.
believe she's coming to do a skin demonstration
Super.
about stuff you can mix up at home to
Yeah.
do home skincare remedies.
Great. That's
So
fantastic.
we're gonna have some fun this afternoon. But
But
Dr. Linda, come on, join
I'm
us.
trying to put some areas.
Oh, she's trying to be stylish.
Okay, well, the question was
about does the church talk enough, especially singles? I mean, should we disqualify married people in this conversation?
I don't
No,
think so.
because we don't talk about it enough for married people.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
so.
so.
I think all around, does the church talk about sex enough? In the context that it should be.
Right, that it should. I don't think so. I was thinking this, and this is just my opinion. This is not everyone's opinion. This is just mine. But I do feel like this. Sex is a healthy part of living. And if we don't approach it that way, especially in our churches, then what we do is we kind of box ourselves in to a way of thinking that leaves everybody else out. And I don't think that that's fair. I think that God wants to, or his endeavor is to include everyone. So why do we keep people locked out on that subject? As far as like for singles, I think that there is a healthy way to talk about it. I have several friends who are single, not necessarily my two co-hosts, not necessarily my two co-hosts. But I have one friend in particular. I won't mention any names, of course, but I have one friend in particular who really struggles in this area.
Yeah.
And part of it, I believe, is because when we're kids, we're told no. We're told don't, and don't. But the reality is when we grow up, we get married, we have relationships,
Right.
and now it becomes a part of our existence. It becomes a part of our being. Then all of a sudden, that relationship is severed, or that we're no longer in that relationship. Our bodies don't stop desiring what we experience.
Right.
And so I think that it is important to talk in a healthy way.
Right.
When you and I were talking about this before, I thought, what a great thing that forget the name of the speaker who you mentioned.
Dr. Sims.
Dr. Sims.
Yes,
Dr. Sims spoke in a healthy way about why it's important and why it's necessary. If we don't do that, we're going to lose a whole bunch of people who are going to say, well, okay, the church can serve me this way and teach me how to pray. The church can serve me that way and teach me how to read the word. But what about the person, the flesh and blood that I am, and the things that have happened in my life? How are those things ever addressed other than don't?
Right.
So I think it is important. Healthy things grow.
Yeah.
And if we keep treating, now this is not to say that all churches do this. At my church, I go to Boss. Yay, Boss! I go to Boss, based out of South Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
One of the great things that Pastor, the Bishop Carthens always does is he talks to us, and he just talks to us plainly.
Right.
And I love that. I love the fact that even when I'm sitting there with my teenagers, and I have one that's grown. I have a 21-year-old. So even when I'm sitting there, I don't feel ashamed. I don't feel bad. But I'm glad that what is being said is being told to my kids are hearing it in a way that's useful for their lives, and they're not being told to be ashamed or anything like that. It's a part of life. It's something that we all have to learn how to manage.
Right.
Let's do it in a healthy way instead of making people feel ashamed.
Right.
In a healthy way, so that you can ask a question. What do I do with these feelings?
Yeah.
Whether you've had sex or not, but what do I do with these feelings? Because even if you've never had sex, you have some feelings and you're gonna have some questions.
Yeah.
So I think that it's important to do
And
that.
I think we need to own the conversation. I think the problem is we've allowed the world that is not in Christ to own the conversation on sex. I think we as Christians have the healthiest answer, and it's not just no.
Right.
It's set up this way for a reason. It's in the confines of marriage for a reason, and it's Miss Linda.
I was waiting till you.
Oh,
took a
can we
break.
come on? We just
Come
got
here and talk
to
with
bust
us.
in. You busted it up at you.
What
Where's
you
she
waiting for? Come here
going?
and talk with us.
It's like, come on, girl, just bust in.
It's not just me and Monique. Oh Lord.
Yeah,
If
no,
it was
it's
just
not
me and
everybody.
Monique.
We know
Lord
we'll-
have mercy,
we'll
the
hear all that.
bottom would fall out.
Right.
The bottom would fall
Which
out.
way you going?
Come sit
You're
over here.
center. We got you on the hot seat.
The red chair.
So that's
The
Linda.
red chair.
I mean, really, because you made a comment. We were talking about this earlier about the church, and I just feel like we have let the world own the conversation about sex.
We have.
Oh, and that's the best way to put it. And we don't need to let them own the conversation because we have a really good answer, and it's not just no. It's
Right.
that God has put value on each one of us, and we are not just you and I were talking about this on the way here about just being, when you are consumed with just your sexual identity, and that's it. There's so much dimension to you that you're missing. That you're a thinker, a reader, a doer. There's so much more that you're missing, and the sexual part of yourself is probably about this much.
Exactly, and I think what people don't realize is that God made sex.
Right.
Okay, what was the first thing that He told Adam and Eve to do? Actually, even before He told Adam and Eve, He told the animals to be fruitful and multiply.
Right.
That's have sex.
Right.
Because how are you going to be fruitful and multiply? But this is what the church needs to do. It needs to stop making it taboo to talk about these things, because that's your God-given nature to have sex, to lay down and get with it. However, I told you I go there, and outside of Dr. Linda, I'm Pastor Linda, so I'm not telling you something I wouldn't tell my own congregation. So therefore, you have God made sex, so it's good. Because read Genesis, it says everything God made, He said, and it is good. It's good.
Yeah. Okay.
So sex is good. It's good. Number 2, fire is good in the fireplace. Bad in the curtains. Okay? So you need to understand in its proper context, sex is what we're supposed to be doing. You're not supposed to be afraid of it. You're not supposed to, do it outside of certain parameters. And I do preach that. But you want to make sure that you know why you're getting undressed. Understand that. You're not getting undressed so you can have someone tell you that you are worthy, or someone tell you that you are beautiful. You're getting undressed because it's a kind of seal the deal kind of thing. You know what I mean? We're already in this relationship. We're already intimate. Sex is not to make it an intimate issue.
Right.
Because James is here. I don't know, what's your name, sir?
Cantrell.
Cantrell is here. They'll tell you. Men, they bought the corner on just having sex.
They know how to
do it and move on.
She done put us on blast. She done put us
You have a
on
good
You know what? I'm trying to be serious here. I'm trying to. If they
There's a lot of giggling going on here.
I mean, but at your show, this is what Dr. Sis was talking about.
Exactly.
About the fact that men and women don't think alike about sex.
They don't.
And
Because a man,
that's our
I
issue.
mean, men can get into the bed, have sex, get up, take a shower, and it's gone.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They don't. Women, we gotta be oh, I hope he calls me the next day. I mean, now not some women, because we got some Samanthas out there from Sex and the City, and Samantha can throw down with any guy. You know what I mean? She can hit it, quit it, and split it. But
Write that down. Airbrush on my arm.
But you know, we got to get to the point where we understand that sex doesn't mean just because you're having sex, you're not being intimate with someone.
Right.
And I think that's where the world would like you to take it. If I want to be intimate with you, then I have sex with you. If I want to show you that I truly love you, then I have sex with you. But is it really saying love?
Right. Right.
I'm just saying.
You know, I think that, and even though we asked our audience to send the kids out of the room,
Send your teenagers out, because I'm about to take it a little bit deeper, so you might not even want your teenagers to hear it.
I was going to say, you know, it kind of ties back into what we were talking about, the Summer's Eve commercial, and again, the answer begs the question, and that is, are we okay with the internet raising our children or teaching our children what they should be thinking? I don't want to say what they should be thinking, because they're not robots, but are we allowing the internet to teach our children values about sex?
I'll take it even a step. Are we allowing Hollywood to teach our children? Because I mean, outside of the commercials, there's movies. Outside of the movies, there's sex education, and there's music.
Right.
So you know, what have we as adults allowed the world to teach our children? And I'm not even saying, because I don't have children, so you know, some people will say, well, who are you? You're not nobody, mama. But I don't want the world teaching my nephew anything. I don't want the world teaching my niece. I think if I'm the adult and I'm supposed to be the one showing them the way, then I should be, outside of their mom and their dad, Auntie Linda needs to be there telling them what, not outside the home, because you have standards that you raise in your home, and do you want someone then to come in and belittle your standards? But if you're not teaching them, and I said this in the car coming up, you know, we allow the government to raise our kids, then they're going to think government housing, which is prisons, are the way to go, because that's where they go, right? I mean, you teach them the principles and then they follow your principles. So if the government is saying, you know, I need you to be broke down and needy and go out and put you in a position where you think that crime is the right way to go, so then you end up in prison, is that really what we want? Someone might say, well, I don't see how you're drawing the parallel, but really hear it. Do you want somebody else telling your child what to do?
If we don't tell them, someone's going to tell them.
Exactly.
And then if we're not sure about our own lives and our own relationships and what's important, and you know, be able to say that this is a priority. Oh, so someone has a question.
Oh yeah, people are.
Oh yeah, let's hear
The room.
something.
It looks like the chat room is really tearing it up, and they're saying that, you know, I strongly agree. From a male, of course, hit it and quit. Let's go, Sister Linda. Kate said, "Go, Sister Linda." Thank you. Hit it and quit it. People were cracking up. I love that one. Thank you. Tell the truth, and I think that it goes back to and then Kate said something about biblical values and stories we see. Why don't we use those stories and example to teach our children?
See,
and that's absolutely
that's because
correct.
I'm like,
isn't that the
there's
story?
intrigue in the Bible. There's
It's better than
any soap opera that I know. I mean,
Yeah.
listen, in David's life alone, he had someone killed. He stole somebody's wife.
Right.
He lost a child.
He lost a child. You know, he had sabotage him. Yeah.
His son raped the daughter.
Exactly.
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 I mean, we can't make these stories up, y'all. I think God's word is really
And then
relevant.
there's that one story that everyone does. One day I said I was going to preach on it. I don't know how I'm going to do it, because I don't know how you preach on it. But it's the man who, his wife, something happened. The man told his wife to do something, and she went out and they raped her and then cut her up and
Oh,
And
that's
I was
over, that's over in Judges.
yeah, I was like,
Story in
I was
Judges.
like,
Wow.
It's
you
true.
cut her up and put her in 7 different places.
But again, just like you were saying, why are we allowing Hollywood to run the world
Yeah,
to tell the story?
exactly.
Because right in the Bible, everybody, we have a fantastic book called the Song of Solomon.
Exactly.
And how many of us have seen pastors teach on it?
Mhm.
I was blessed. I had not only parents, but a pastor who actually taught on Song of Solomon. If you want to find out what does the Bible really say about
Work.
sex, worth,
Yeah.
value, marriage, everything, it's about a 5-chapter
Relationship.
book.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's a small book,
Yeah.
and it's stuck right in the middle
And
of the
I'm
Bible.
telling you, I'm
and
telling
it's
you,
fantastic.
Song of Solomon can beat any romance novel out there. You talk
Oh,
about
true.
I look,
Wow.
I'm
True.
look.
It is. It's
I gotta
really
turn
nice.
on every light in the house when I read through the Bible. Every light in the house gotta come on when I get the Song of Solomon. Because that thing will bring some stuff out of you. You be like, whoa, woo, that, yeah,
Yeah, but it's one of those
Yeah.
stories
yeah.
about really
The towers
how a
and the-
man loves a woman.
In the knees.
And how a woman loves a man. And it's just totally, I think we don't talk about that in the church. And I think that's where we're falling short.
Exactly.
That's our answer. That's
I
what
think
we-
that sometimes too, and I do have kids. Part of the reason why my husband and I even decided to get involved with church and stay involved was because of them.
Yeah.
Not because we didn't have our own hang-ups or our own times on Sunday. We're like, I just want to lay here. I don't want to get out. But kids got to go to Sunday school. And I think that if parents would make a commitment beyond just themselves, beyond just our relationship, husband and wife, if they would make that decision to really kind of position themselves where their kids could learn and their kids could develop some values, and we'd have something to talk about in our families that we all agree with.
Exactly.
Sit down at the dinner table and talk about it. We all agree with it. That's the kind of parents those are the kind of parents I think and I'm not saying, I'm not judging anyone. I'm saying that because you could be a single parent and the same applies.
Exactly.
The same applies. I remember a little church we belonged to many, many years ago, and just a real quick story. One of the things that my former pastor had decided, we're going to get a bus and we're going to go around through Oak Park and we're going to pick up all the children who will come to Sunday school. And that was a fantastic idea. And I remember being big, pregnant, and going around in the little bus, and sometimes even in our own cars, and gathering up these kids. And after a little while, it dawned on me, you know what? The parents need to be here. It's not just about getting the kids ready and setting them out on the porch and saying, okay, now you take them.
Go on by.
Yeah, come on by.
we have people that
Chef Cantrell just ran by.
Chef Cantrell, he's trying to
Chef Cantrell just ran by.
Let's give him a hand. Let's give him a hand. I think, because I was back there, doing. I bought a lip liner pencil and I had me some little lip gloss in my purse because I didn't bring my makeup. But he was back there working out, so I think we need to let him and James strut. Let us see what they've been working with. Let us see what you're working with.
Okay.
I'm saying.
Back to Sunday school. No, I'm just saying that I think that was the main thing. So we started a campaign to try to help get parents also involved, because it's not just good enough if that kid comes home and talks about how important whatever it was that he or she learned in Sunday school, and mom has no idea or dad has no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah,
So
and
parents need to make a commitment.
And I think that it's kind of like she said, because I don't think we're sitting around the table talking about our values.
Good point.
And I miss the days of Sunday dinner where the family comes together and you got the big mama and the big papa, grandpa, pawpaw, if you will, and they're sitting there and they're instilling things into the children. Because the one thing that you did, you went to church and then you came home and you ate. And the whole thing was you talked about what you learned in church, and then they taught you how to take that biblical principle that you learned in church and how to apply it to your everyday life. That's where you get the sayings. That's where I got the split it, quit it You know what I'm saying? Hit it and quit it and split it. My great grandmother.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that stuff sticks with me, and and it'll go on from generation to generation. But if we're not taking the time to understand what our children are being taught, understand, how do you take that information and truly apply it to your life, then we're doing our children a disservice. And it goes beyond sex. Now it just goes to relationships, period. It goes beyond relationships to how do you live your life? How do you live a life of worth if you're struggling with just the basics?
Right.
You can't, I mean, I like to say I am queen. Well, how can I be a queen if I don't really know what that means? How can, you know what I mean?
Good point.
How can you make affirmations every day about living life and you don't know what living life is all about?
Right.
So that's what we're talking about today. I mean, we're kidding and talking a lot about sex, but we're really talking about how do you change this? How do you make it right? How do you do the right thing?
Let's talk about that. A lot of people, and especially women, and you're in ministry. I have been involved in a ministry. You're a PK. There are so many people. There are so many women who will say, "Well, you know what? I was a prostitute. I dropped out of college. My family didn't even know that I was prostituting. Or I've been a drug addict. How could God ever accept me with all of the things? Or maybe my husband was abusive, or maybe she came from another country where her quote unquote husband or owner swapped her with other people. There are so many women have so many. I don't want to say women. People have what we might hear as an excuse, but to them it's a reason.
Exactly.
What could we say to them today who are feeling like that? Like, I'm not worthy.
Right.
So if I came from nothing, if I'm nothing, I was abused, I was molested, I was whatever. How can I teach my kids worth if I don't have any?
Exactly.
What do we say to them?
And I think it starts with the worth comes from what God says about us. For me personally, I love listening to Constance's testimony because part of her testimony is my own. And coming from, even though I am a pastor's kid, we rebel. I'm like the Franklin Graham of rebellion. So if anybody knows Franklin Graham's story, he is what's his name, Graham. Oh gosh, Billy Graham's son, and his testimony is he was just a cut up, and a lot of us PKs we're cut ups, and that's just the honest truth.
And some of us don't have to be PKs. We just got to be in the church.
Yes.
Cut up.
Cut up. So I think it started the moment. I remember when I was very young when I came to Christ, but it started that moment when I heard God's voice just tell me, "You don't understand how much you're worth."
Wow.
And I was like, where'd that come from? Like, your first impression is, okay, what does that mean? And he took me to that verse in Proverbs 31 that talks about a woman's worth. And the first start of that chapter talks about that woman, the worth of a woman. And he says, who can find a virtuous wife? Her price is far above rubies. And God told me in his own way, he said, I love you so much that you are so much more than those rubies because I died for you. And that's when the cross, when Christianity became real.
Becomes real. Yes.
And I was like, whoa, that's it.
That's it.
I have a man the man who died for me. And all this other stuff out here that I've brought in, like we were talking about bringing our own bags, brought in my own baggage. And I said, I dropped the baggage at the cross. And I said, wait a minute, I have a man who loves me, whether I am a PK, whether I'm this, whether I'm that. I have this man because he died for me. I wasn't even hearing he died for me. I wasn't even, in my eyes, I wasn't thought of. But of course, we know God has a plan. And he said, I love you that much. I love you that much. So to those women who are out there, I think at your show, that was the message that really came across.
And I think it's even deeper than that, because I know me personally went through molestation, been raped, had plethora of bad relationships. The thing that I understood was in church, but miserable. Saved, but miserable. And I think I think there are a lot of people out there that are like that. You're going to church. I even had a calling on my life to preach. I got called when I was 6 years old to preach the gospel. So, okay, God, you want me to preach the gospel and tell of your love, but I don't even think that you love me.
Wow.
What he did for me was he took me to first Jeremiah 29:11, and it says in there, and I'm paraphrasing, for I know the plans I have for you. Other versions say, so I know the thoughts I have concerning you. And so then when I looked at that word thoughts and plans, it took me to Psalms 139. And in Psalms 139, what stood out to me was the word said, David said, God, you have so many thoughts about me that you wrote them down in a book. That floored me. Because you know what? I don't even think of myself that much. But God, before I was even born, because if you read Psalms 139, it talks about him knowing you in your mother's womb and him watching you being put together. I mean, it talks about the intimate details of you. And then he says, and so now I'm thinking about you. And I have so many thoughts that I've written a book, cover to cover. It says Linda Hillman, cover to cover. You know what I'm saying? And so then it's like, okay, God, so now that I understand how much you value me, then what I did was he said, this is what I need you to do. And if you're struggling with self-esteem, if you're struggling with the worth, I don't know, I've had a hard life. I don't know. Let me tell you, go through the word of God. Go to BibleGateway.com, go to crosswalk.com, whatever, thebible.com. Go there and just type in the words you are. And whatever, and see what comes up. And watch, there are so many scriptures that talk about you being the apple of God's eye, you being precious, you being more than rubies. I mean, there's just all these things that talk to you about who you are.
Every hair on your head counted.
Every hair. And guess what? You know, I combed my hair this morning, right? And I had a couple of strands that came out. God knew that was strand 1 or 2 and 5. You see what I'm saying? He already knows. And so then once you get to that, once you start to, I mean, that's just to me fundamental. Once you get to that fundamental level, then it's easy to build on that. So if you feel unworthy, you know, this is what I like to tell people. You know, I'm not perfect, but God thinks I'm to die for.
There you go.
I like that.
And I shouldn't say I came up with that by myself. Okay. It was a little thing that was sent to me on Facebook, but I took it as my own because I'm not perfect. Exactly. I'm not perfect, but God thinks I'm to die for. Why? Because the Word of God says that He so loved the world that He gave His life. Period. You know, He gave His life so that you would have life and that more abundantly. So don't waste it thinking I'm not worthy. God says you are worthy. You know what?
And no one else's opinion matters.
Those children, that job, all of that stuff, that doesn't tell you what you're worth. What tells you what you're worth is that God laid His life down. An eternal God laid His life down for you. Once you get that, once you go there, you're going to be okay. You're going to be all right, girl. And you can go to my website. Man. Yeah, or man. Because I know we not just talking to divas. We talking to everyone. But you want to understand that you have worth. You have worth. I don't care what you've gone through. You have worth. You can make life happen for you.
So regardless of if we've been molested or if we've been the person who has done the molesting,
Exactly.
if we've been raped, we've been degraded, the foundation of our worth is in God's love.
That's right.
Is that what we're saying?
Exactly.
Our worth is in it, the foundation of it is in God's love, and that's all throughout His Word.
That's right. And that's exactly what Linda's Woman of Destiny, the sum of it was. It was really, everyone kept coming back to that message, is that God loves you. God loves you, and He died for you, and He has risen for you to be whole, and that you have worth. Not because I'm saying you have worth, not because Dr. Linda or Valerie, any of us. We're saying you have worth because God says you have worth.
Because God says you have worth.
And that's when God says it, it's fact.
Exactly.
And you know, that's the best part about God, the God that we serve.
Right. Exactly.
Is that when He says something, it's fact. It's not a story, it's not a fairy tale. And I know we have people who say, well, I'm not there, I don't believe that, but it's just fact. It's just true.
All you have to do is take a breath. hold it, release it. That was possible because of God, period. That's it. And that's because he loves you and he has plans for you. And the thing that I love about God is not this type of God, well, you're going to do what I say do because I died for you. No. You look, there's people out there that said they atheists. They don't even believe in God. God ain't striking them dead. He died for them too. He just said, you go do you, boo. You do you. Do you. That's all right. You do you. So, yeah, even those people, God loves them and they have worth. So you need to
have an answer. We have an answer. I'm sorry to interrupt you. We have an answer. Kate, congratulations. You're the winner of, I guess, the week. Is it the week?
Is it the week? What's the answer? What's her answer?
Her hair is Flawless Hair Cosmetics.
You win the week of free training. Woo!
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Kate.
Texas, actually, I don't know how we're going to get your information.
Oh, she's in Texas?
Where are you at, Kate? Would you post where you're at?
Yeah, tell us where you are.
And you better not be my mother. Because you're disqualified if you are.
Oh! Disqualified, mother?
I'm joking about
I think what you ladies have shared is just absolutely powerful.
Oh, it was wonderful.
Absolutely powerful.
And out of her whole show, I don't think we even talked about it. Out of her whole show, there was somebody that gave her life to Christ.
Wow,
so that's how
God.
powerful. That's how powerful the day was.
And it wasn't a church event.
And it wasn't a church event. Isn't that something?
Oh, Kate said she is my mother. Hi, Mom. Hi.
Oh,
she's watching. She gets the free week.
You know what? We're gonna give you.
My mother gets the free week. So.
Yeah, she gets the free week. We're gonna give it to her because if not,
she's giving up her car today. So.
Yeah, let's have James come on. I'll relinquish my seat. Come on, James. Come on and congratulate her. Come on, James. Yeah.
Let us get out. We're gonna.
Yeah, we want to know. We want to talk to you about some sex anyway.
Oh wow.
He was opening his gym to these radical women. He just had no idea. Come on over, James.
James, like I've never had this.
I don't know. Is it legal? He's wondering if it's legal.
Hey, y'all,
is it legal?
Are we ready to do the exercise? Because I'm going to change.
You go on and exercise.
Okay, so James, we have a winner, and her name is Kate. So go ahead and tell Kate what she's going to do this week or that whole week. Yay.
Kate, you have a combination of five different classes you're going to be going through, from self-defense to cardio kickboxing to ab and cardio classes, body sculpting, and boxing, whatever one of the three. Yeah, that's a 10th round.
That's going to work it. Yeah.
We got stress relief workouts for stress relief.
You got a model? Okay.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's good right
want to
there.
congratulate Kate for winning. Great for you, Kate. And also, what can she expect to get out of that whole week? What's she going to end with? Tell her and the rest of our listening audience what she's going to end with.
You're going to end with a beautiful experience in the gym that's customized actually just for you. We're going to sit down and see exactly how you like to have fun, what you don't like about the gym, so that doesn't happen here when you come to longevity fitness and have a bad experience. So it's going to be a positive experience here.
Cool.
You will have your own personal training. We will have Mr. Cantrell make you out
Chef Cantrell. Chef Cantrell.
Yeah, you bring it out.
Yeah.
He actually made lunch for some of the people today, so he actually threw a little bit.
I love to eat. I love to eat.
Not for everybody.
We'll cut it out.
Oh, okay.
We'll have samples for everyone.
I love to eat.
So James, that's wonderful. Oh, that's wonderful. What I want to know,
I'm staying. I'm chaperone.
Please, chaperone.
What I want to know is, can you tell the people what is it that you as a man?
Poor James.
Because I'm not
I feel sorry for James. I really do. I don't know what to say. I can't leave now.
Single women.
Because we
Some single women are comedy though.
I said we're comedy.
But there's nobody commenting though.
Oh, no one commenting. Oh, that's because they're all afraid. I'm afraid.
Yeah, they're very afraid. They like that Dr. Linda. I don't know about her.
But no, what I want to know is, can you help us? Because we as women, we think we have the corner on what you men think about
Now that is true.
sex, and I know I was saying some things earlier.
I was saying some things earlier about what men think. So just coming from a man, what when you approach a woman, what is I don't even know how to say it. I guess what is your end result? Why do you even approach a woman that you might be interested? You're single, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so
Move on, guys.
I didn't know it was hosting a dating game.
so if you want to date with James, call 1-800.
Oh,
I
we're
want
gonna
James.
get thrown off. What's it? The FCC? Who controls this? The
CIA.
Oh,
So
Lord have mercy.
what makes you even approach a woman that you see to even take it to any level?
How she presents herself.
Okay.
Posture. I want to see, or I'm looking for the confidence in her self-worth at the same time.
Okay.
Intellectual female. A lot of times the appearance isn't what attracts me. It's pretty much what the glow is about the person.
Okay. So in other words, they need to know what they have to offer, or what they're bringing to the table.
Yes, so to speak.
Okay,
So
so
that's pretty important.
yeah, because a lot of girls don't, or I shouldn't call y'all girls. A lot of women
don't
don't
think that
know.
men think this way.
Exactly.
That's
because
that's not
because we want to lower it or raise it. We want to get, and he's saying here, and this is from a man. I didn't tell him what to say. He said this out of his own. He didn't even know what I was going to ask. So the woman is confident. You approach her. What makes you stay?
What would make me stand?
I got my brother speechless.
Yeah, got me speechless on that.
Is that the first?
That's the first time someone's asked me that. But what would keep me around is her being herself, being genuine. If she's a loving person, like people are like very positive person, that's what keeps me around.
Can you, and I use this all the time, do you see through people's Maybelline? Can you see, because women we wear masks. We'll put it on, I can be one thing for this one and one thing for that one. So can you see through, can men actually see through that, or do they fall for the games women play?
Women are very intelligent people. I will not
He's
underestimate
good.
that.
Somebody trained him. Somebody learned him good.
Thank you, Mom.
That's why I have one of the best assistants in Sacramento, Miss Ashley.
What did you mean, honey? It's food. Is this for me?
I forgot. No, that's not for you. I
This
think
for
she
me?
wants you to show it to the people out there so they can see it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give James a chance to answer that question. Just a minute.
Yeah, because he asked me what the question was. I forgot.
Chef Cantrell, and I'm gonna need somebody to pick up the camera to.
James has a very steady hand. We were watching him earlier.
Okay, you gotta pick up the camera, and this is absolutely OMG. This was prepared for us. It is chicken, and I smell one of my favorite things in here, basil. I see tomatoes, and I'm not sure of all the spices that are on it. I'm sorry.
That chicken breast is stuffed.
Stuffed chicken breast. Okay, so this is mine, and I don't know where everybody else's is. Okay.
Okay.
So thank you, James. This was prepared for us by Chef Cantrell, and I just want to mention that's cool right there. I just want to mention that James, come in a little closer in the camera. Oh, there we go. Okay, I just want to mention that. Will you say one more time about the food aspect of the training of this gym at Longevity Fitness?
One aspects of being here at Longevity Fitness is having a culinary chef, Corey will graduate. Being able to customize meal plans, so you're not eating tofu and lettuce. That chicken breast is stuffed with bacon, cheese. It has lettuce and tomatoes on the outside. And Ashley says it actually only took 20 minutes to fix.
You know what? See, y'all remember last time we had the Diva show, I was about to go into my transformation.
Yes.
And so I was looking, and I'm mad at Ashley. I'm just letting you know, you need to listen to this. I was talking about my transformation and stuff, and how I was going to start losing weight and all that stuff, and I needed a fitness coach, and Ashley knew Jane and didn't tell me about him.
My.
I could have been almost 60 days into my program.
We're very excited.
So anyway.
But now she met James
And now, yeah, so maybe you can.
So yeah, we don't have to talk.
Turn the corner, yeah, because
I need to. I need to.
if knowing James comes with food, I'm glad I know James too. And I love beautiful dishes, so and I love beautiful dishes. If I
He
come home
said
with one
he
more
from
dish, I'm
the
gonna be homeless.
South, ladies. That means this man know what he talking about when he talking about some food.
Yeah,
But the
the man
question-
is from the South. They usually do know a little bit more about women.
Hey!
There's nothing against
Okay,
my West Coast
listen,
brothers, but
Listen. The question was to
know a
you,
little bit
James.
more.
Can men actually see the games women play to attract men? Because we like to put on airs. Y'all know.
Be careful your answer.
Yeah.
No, just teasing.
I honestly think men don't have a clue.
Ah.
Ooh, that's thank you for.
See, so now women, you know how we say, well, how did he get with her? Cause he don't know. You better go and tell him. Okay, all right.
I think can I say something about what you just said about women and games? I think like the whole mood of the show today has been about people being genuine. And it actually, you know, we have a lot of bad news that goes on in Facebook and on the news and everything else. But the good news is there seems to be a real
Back up.
a real
Come off stage.
stream of genuineness.
Oh yes.
There seems to be some real genuine. I just want to say that now James is the only man in the room. All of his other friends ran out the door,
Yeah.
and I don't blame them. One of them sped out and almost in my car.
Back.
However, I'm just teasing. No, but I think that it's important because we've talked about how from a woman's point of view, but it is refreshing to hear from a man's point of view. Obviously, you respect women. I know you said that you grew up in a household with older sisters and so forth, and you're even sensitive about how a woman wants to restructure her body even in exercise. I think that's important. So, if there are any men watching, this is a great person to emulate thus far. I've only known you for a couple of hours, but that's a good thing. And I think that it's refreshing to hear that men don't just think of women as a piece of meat or a conquest, but actually are looking for a woman who is intelligent and sensitive and knows her worth. I think that's kind of what I've been picking up while I've been chaperoning this session and watching Monique dance on the other side of the camera.
Monique is doing stuff.
She's doing all kinds of stuff. We should turn the camera on you and let the audience really in on what's going on. Okay, so I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt.
No,
I just felt the vibe, and I think that it needed to be said. I think that's a good
because
thing.
I think that's where a true diva. And I think the last time, didn't you have a quote from Michelle Hammond?
Yeah.
What was that quote?
Something. It's on our website.
Go to the Diva Show website. Because there's a thing it talks about, because I think some people, when we think about divas, we think about people who command the world in a negative way, not in a positive way. And I know someone sent me a very wonderful email, love you, about how they didn't want to support the Diva Show because it gives negative connotations. And so my thing was, I said back to that person, okay, well, to each his own. I'm not going to get an argument about it. But, it's time for us, just like the church needs to take the sex talk back and do it the right way, we need to take the word diva back and do it the right way. Because diva isn't somebody that's negative. It's somebody that's authentic, someone that understands her worth, that's confident, and knows what she wants and where she's headed to.
Absolutely.
Because
Not
then you're going to
necessarily
attract.
have to be negative.
Yeah. Then you're going to attract what you put out. So, yeah, we're going to have to eat because the fly trying to get my food.
Oh, yeah. I think what we should do, should we do some demonstration with the workout?
We want to see
Okay,
James.
that's where
We
we are.
want to see James.
Well, this is a great thing because we've got
Nobody else
this.
wants to see more jewelry. got more jewelry.
Okay, well then,
Yeah.
well James, I'm sorry they threw you off the set.
James,
Okay.
no, James is gonna go and get greased up so he can get on the.
So let me tell you more about longevity.
Thank you, James. Did you tell me?
The website is Longevity Fitness for Life.
Yes.
Webs.com.
Yes.
We do have personal training. We do have a
Yes.
life-changing changing process. This is a 90-day program. That
Oh,
we do
see?
plan.
Probably
We have
Meal
content
plan,
for-
food.
Yeah, like we'll be starting girls camp too.
All right, yes, and they do. You said you have a boot camp every
Every
Saturday. A women's boot camp every Saturday.
A boot camp is a lot of functional exercise. It doesn't have to do with weights. You work on your abs, your legs, your arms. Kind of have fun a little bit. We mix in a little bit of boxing and kind of laugh, have some good music on. So if some dancing starts to occur, that's a workout.
That's a workout.
Dancing box. So
But we can
Okay.
show you where to put everything at.
Fantastic. And remember,
That's what I'm
longevity
saying, 'cause I might
fitness.
actually use it. That's all.
Longevity Fitness is located at 940 University Avenue, right here in Sacramento, near Fair Oaks and Howe Avenue. Fair Oaks and Howe Avenue, and University. Howe Avenue and University Avenue, where they meet. So just make this turn on University Avenue. Come on down and talk with James and some of the other great trainers that are here. So, and also thanks so much again, James, for letting us be here. Thank you.
Thanks for
Hopefully,
being in the
he will
hot
let us come back. We have, some of us have really cut up. And I don't know if he's going to have us back, but for now, we're
He's gonna have us back. We're beautiful.
For now, we're here because he can't get rid of us.
I know, we're here.
And now,
Hey, everybody,
there's
I'm back.
Monique.
She's watching my earrings. So now we have some
Beautiful.
lovely earrings.
Oh,
These are
absolutely
we're just,
gorgeous.
Ashley and I are changing earrings as we go. So
And having a good
Linda's
time.
back.
Linda's got some too.
Linda's got some too. These are the basketball wives special, everybody.
Oh, too cute.
They're the miniature version of the basketball wives.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I hope she has more because these are going home with me.
Obviously. So they are $5. $5. We love them. They're really cute. And these are the new kind of earrings.
Really cute, kind of like filigree.
Yes.
With the
We got
turquoise.
several.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
So we
you.
got several. Look at her. Ashley's in the back pointing now.
Pointing at them.
They're pearl.
Lovely.
They come in
Yeah,
pearl.
those
They
are
come in this one.
gorgeous. And they're
I'm upset that
loose.
she's taking the one that I want.
Well, and they're
Here.
hoops. They're
Yes,
those are
they're
beautiful.
hoops. Those are hoops.
Absolutely.
And these are the filigree. There's a new thing going on. We have like an Indian kind of transition look that's going on. So these came in and we were like, ooh, we're gonna try these.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely.
Oh,
Beautiful.
we got people calling. So
Okay,
no,
all
it's
right.
not-
People are calling.
no, that's somebody else.
All right, fantastic. So
So
now,
what was our 800 number of people want to answer questions? and stuff?
800-513-1554. Push in extension 704, goes to customer service. It'll dial right here direct.
Yes.
So you can ask questions. Or if we're asking, oh, somebody said ghetto earrings. Hi, Chris. How are you?
Oh,
Hey, Chris in
Chris.
the Bay Area. Hey, yeah.
Chris, you're supposed
Ghetto
to be nice to us.
earrings.
Those are not ghetto.
They're not ghetto earrings.
He's only saying that because he's your friend.
I know. Yes. Told you.
I remember who you are, Chris.
Yeah, okay. All right. Author of the Diva Principle. Oh, okay. Wow. He's like, wow, you guys are ghetto. Anyways, I'll get you. He was like, hello, hey, how you doing?
Chris,
So
we're gonna get you.
these are the new style earrings. They come
So
kind of, they're triangle. There's some in triangle. There's some round ones, but they have
Those are
that
kind of
filigree.
shaped like a leaf.
Yes,
Those are really
yes.
pretty.
And they have genuine little
Yeah.
stones on them.
Wow.
So, and they're very, very light too.
Yeah.
Not really heavy at all.
Not heavy at all.
Yes, and these can be converted into clips.
Oh, wow.
So if you have friends that
Wow.
need some
Yeah.
nice styled earrings, we have these in stock on the website.
So beautiful.
If you put a note in the message that you need the clip converters, bam, we got you.
do you
got
have
them
a
clip.
Do you have a price for the $5 earrings? If you want, if somebody wanted to start now, giving like Christmas gifts, and there'd be boxed.
$5. The
box.
shipping is free. The shipping
Oh,
is
okay,
free.
okay,
Yes.
so-
If you go on, if you tell me I want these earrings right now, you can order them right now.
25 left.
You gotta just dial. Yeah, there's only 25
I
of
don't know
these.
what we're gonna do.
So I know she's
She's
like,
getting us spanking after the show.
if they're the Tammy Romans, what? Oh, anyways. So somebody's talking about the basketball wives earrings. They want to know, are those the Tammy earrings? Or what's her name? What's the girl's name? Jennifer. I think those are the Jennifer hoops. I call them the Jennifer hoops.
The Jennifer
So if you
hoops.
watch the Basketball Wives, Jennifer had these on, and they're the smaller version. Hers are pretty big and heavy.
Yeah,
So we like the
the
lightweight.
lightweight ones.
Yeah, I don't do Basketball Wives. That's a waste of my time.
It's a guilty pleasure. I'm gonna be honest about it. My guilty pleasure, along with the Kardashians.
I'm gonna get a little bit into the next show. Every time I don't like them, I'm gonna shock people. Stop that! Don't say that.
So it's a guilty pleasure. But we do, there's celebrity, you know, there's things that we all see that celebrities wear,
Sure.
and I like buying stuff that
Yeah.
mimics them.
And celebrities set trends.
Yes,
so I mean
they
that's two. Those
So,
are, these are really
yes.
pretty, regardless
These
of
are very
who
pretty.
made them popular.
Yeah, so
Absolutely beautiful.
they're very simple.
And you know what? I'm going to be the celebrity sporting these in Stockton.
Oh
There
my
you go.
goodness.
How about
Here
that?
we go.
How about that? Okay,
So,
so now
that's
what's
why
your
I'm
next
saying-
I think I'm going to wear these when I preach on the 30th.
Okay, there you go. So we're gonna have and Dr. Linda, you have a show.
Tickets and
Oh yeah, you have tickets to give away.
I'm going to actually give 2 tickets away
Okay.
today to my event on November the 12th. It's called What's in My Hands. And let me tell you about this event because you need to know about this event. This event is going to take your God-given talents, the things that you do. I talk, obviously. So how can you make money with the things that you do naturally, the things that come naturally? We're going to be talking about that. What's in your hands? Tickets are normally $20. We're giving 2 away today. So that's, that's going to be that. Also, Phyllis Klein, another one of my recent friends that I met in Stockton, she's going to be talking about taming your octopus, which is the mindset, the sabotaging mindsets that we have, the things we tell ourselves to sabotage our success. So she's going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about how to make it work and how to make some money because we're in this thing they call a recession. But people are still eating, they're still doing things. How is that? It's because they've learned how to work with what they got. You know how that saying goes, show us what you're working with. Well, I'm going to show you how to show us what you're working with so you can make a little bit of money. And I'm not saying start your own business, but if you can't make ends meet, I'm going to show you how to make them meet. Okay?
It's a good thing.
Yes.
That's a
Because we all need
And
it.
that's going to be on the 30th. And where's that going to
No,
be?
that's going to be November the 12th.
Oh, November 12th. Okay.
November the 12th. October 30th, if you're in or around Stockton and you want to hear some good preaching, I'm going to be preaching October the 30th at 11 a.m. at Victory and Praise Church. You're more than welcome to come out. And on that day, I'm going to be talking about, actually, the name of my sermon, Lord Jesus, bring it back to me. It was there. It's called In the Meantime. There it goes. In the Meantime, which I'm going to be giving, I wrote an ebook on it, so I'm going to be giving that ebook away today, too.
Oh, I think some of our guests are here.
Woo! We got people!
Oh, yeah.
I can go. No, she said.
So now that we
Okay.
now
So now,
we're ready
when
to
is
eat.
your?
I'm ready to eat.
Okay, and also one last thing. Your November 12th. Where will it be and what time?
Oh, it will be in the city of Stockton, and it's from 9 a.m. to 12:30. So we're going to get in there and get out. You're going to get a lot of information, so come ready. And it's going to be different. It's going to be a little bit different than A Woman's Destiny. A Woman's Destiny, we pampered you. We gave you this. We're going to give you some tools to work with. There's going to be exercises. When you walk out of that, you're going to have a game plan.
Super.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Linda. Also, is there a website where people can go and get more information?
LindaHillman.net.
Okay, LindaHillman.net. Thank you so much, Dr. Linda.
Kicking you
All
out.
right, super. Are we kicking her off the set?
Are
Oh,
you
no.
kicking you out?
Thank you. Thank you. I don't know why we were kicking
No,
her
you
off.
can stay. Oh, that's right. We're eating. Are we eating now?
Well, yes, and we also
need some
have
plates or
we have
something.
some guests.
Oh, I forgot.
We have some guests who are coming, so I think
I
what we should do
forgot.
is
Listen.
we have
Listen. Everybody come in. I'm going to tell y'all a secret.
Okay.
I'm also starting a new company. It's called
I don't
it's
know.
called
It's crazy. Don't
We're
worry
telling
about it.
secrets. We're telling secrets.
She's telling internet
And
secrets.
it's called Better You Now. And so I was gonna have Ashley model for me, but I forgot to bring the product. So y'all just look for more. Look for more to come. Okay.
Call 911.
Listen, if you want, if
no
you want
idea.
better of all of this, if you want more of all of this, 209-910
4055, and you can talk to me all day long.
Alrighty. Thank you so much, Julie Hillman. Thank you. Always a pleasure. Always a treat.
And we're going to move over
We're gonna
because our
yes.
guests are here. And
Yes,
oh my
more
gosh,
guests.
she's like, what is this?
What did I walk in on?
I couldn't explain it to you. I
But you
would
heard
try,
that, lady.
but I can't.
We have the absolutely
That's Karen.
fabulous.
I know that.
Hi, Karen.
So who wants to go first? Because I'm ready.
Yes.
We have the absolutely
Yeah.
fabulous. Do we have enough seats? That's the
I
question.
don't think we have enough
I know
seats.
these seats.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
stop.
here we
Oh,
go.
stop. This is so much fun, everybody.
I-
We have the absolutely always fabulous.
Always fabulous.
Jean
Hooks.
Hey!
She's gonna
Yeah.
saunter in.
Let's
saunter in.
I told everybody we don't have guests today. How you doing? Bye. Thank you for making it to our crazy show.
I'm gonna have to
Thank you
move
for
up just a little
yeah,
bit so we
we-
can see
yeah.
you.
So
So no one's won Constance's book, right?
yes.
Yeah, somebody won. No,
Somebody-
no one won the book.
no.
No.
What's
Someone
up?
won the
We're
free
giving
Week of
away a
Fitness.
book. Yes, a book, Chronicles of Connie. This is a young lady who 17 years in drugs came out by
Okay.
the power of God. It's fantastic.
Okay,
Fantastic.
that tells you everything is, all things are possible.
All things are
Right?
possible.
All
That's
things
right.
are possible.
So
Well,
this
first,
is
let's introduce
yes,
Jean.
this is Jean Hooks.
Jean is a
our
fabulous-
friend we met at. What did we meet at?
We met
Oh,
at Successful
Successful
Thinkers.
Thinkers.
Yeah, I know.
But Jean is a wonderful motivational speaker.
Yes, she is. Were you
Thank
speaking
you.
today? Where were you?
Well, I
Yeah.
was at Successful
And I-
Thinkers today.
I'm
Oh, you were
gonna
at
say,
Successful
whose
Thinkers.
earrings do you have on? I'm a little hurt.
Well, you know what? Because I couldn't get to you because there are times when we were
Right.
supposed to get
I
together. I'm not going to put everybody's business out on the street,
Put it on the street.
but we're going to put it on the web, okay? And so therefore, although I'm going to have to put it out on the defense, there was a family issue that came about, but she left me out.
Mama back me up.
Whatever.
This is news to me.
But see, I was supposed to meet with this lovely lady, Monique, but she did not
I
show
think one
up.
time I forgot.
Well,
One
and then
time I did.
one time she forgot, and then the next time she didn't show up. So that's letting you seeing how important I am to her right now.
She stepped in real good.
We have something lovely for y'all.
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. I'm so glad.
But see, my other girl over here, she's always there with me.
You know what? No.
And I didn't get to come.
I had so
Oh.
much fun. I just happened to mention it. I didn't know. and now
okay.
she's a little
All right.
hurt.
Well, then you know
sorry.
what? I'm going. Yes, you may. Yes,
Yeah,
you
we're
may.
going skating.
And I'm not selling anything, so I'm
No,
just
no,
coming.
you
You're
just
just
coming.
coming.
That's all I
No,
wanted
no,
to
because
say.
it's
We're laughing. We're
It's
gonna
time.
skate.
Okay, there are times when we need to just have a good time.
Yes.
Let our hair down or put it up, whatever we want to do,
Right?
and just have that opportunity to get together and just say, hey.
Yeah, and we had a fantastic time. I
Oh,
enjoyed meeting
my
all
goodness.
of those ladies. They were just
Okay, that's
absolutely
enough talk about you. I want to know about Jean. Sorry.
Oh.
See, that's how vicious talk.
The audience is fighting back.
Okay, all
So,
right.
Jean, tell us what are you doing now?
Okay,
Because
well,
I know when I met you, Jean, you were doing Affleck. Are you still doing Affleck?
Aflac, yeah, but I got to take my continuing education classes.
We want to hear about
But-
your
about
motivational speaking career.
Yes.
Well, I'm having a fun time with that because I'm learning as I'm helping other people go along. And once we learn more about ourselves, we know that when we're helping somebody, we're helping ourselves as well. And I've had the opportunities to meet some fabulous people, get in front of people and talk to them. I don't see me anymore.
It's okay.
You're still
yeah,
there.
you're still on. You're down.
Okay, I'm right here. Okay,
Yeah.
but I don't want to look at myself right there. But I wanted to see myself right there. You know what I'm saying?
Just look
There
at
you
your
go. Yeah,
Live television,
Blue light.
live internet television.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
can't beat it.
It
but-
will black out.
Okay, that's all right. All right, but just as long as I can see myself from a distance and not really see myself, that's all good. Because we're
So you're saying you're learning as you're helping
learning as
people.
I'm helping other people because the things that I have problems with, I talk to other people about because I know that I'm not the only one, and we have to learn that we are not the only ones, and we need to ask for that four-letter word, help. Help! Come on, say it with me, everybody. Help! Yes. There was even a song. I think the Beatles talked about it.
Help!
I
Need somebody.
Help! And so with that premises, that's what I do. I go out and I talk to people, hopefully letting them know that they're not by themselves, because we're not on this island by ourselves. We have each other. We have the people in this room, and we have other people. But I know one thing though, we all have been hurt too. And so, sometimes reaching out is not always the easiest, but you do have to continue to strive till you find the people that will be able to be an assistance to you. So that's just where I am.
That's wonderful. Now tell me, is it difficult to motivate people when, let's say, for example, you are going to be talking at at someone's business and you have to motivate a sales staff? How difficult is that sometimes when you don't feel
Actually,
your absolute best?
Okay. I'll give you an example for today. Karen.
Hi, Karen. Karen's with us.
Yes.
From It Works. She's next.
She's next.
She's next.
Well, she actually this morning she saw me go through my little lull before we even made it to our meeting today that I helped facilitate. And I was going through my lull. I was getting ready to go deep down, and I was ready to go back to sleep because sleep is a beautiful thing. I enjoy doing it. Yes, and I like to.
Are you good at it?
I'm great at it. If you ever need a sleeping coach,
Sleeping coach.
I can help you out.
Call 1-800-JEAN-HOOKS.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just take the KS off and go Jean, and there we go. But no, she saw me go down, and then when I had to get up and get the crowd going, that was a total different thing, because actually I think it's more like a drug to me, because I get very excited about getting in front of people, even people I don't know, even people that it seems like I'm going to pull teeth, because the thing is they don't realize I will stay on the phone with AT&T to get my bill down to $16.
Right?
So don't mean that you think you're going to just look at me crazy and not give me what I want, because I'm needy and I'm greedy. And so therefore, you're going to give me what I need. My need is participation. My need is for you to be excited, because my thing is this. You woke up this morning, right?
Right. Come on.
You got breath in your body, right?
That's right.
Okay. And if you have any motivation at all, you can change whatever your situation is.
That's right.
Now, the thing is, everybody's like, how hard it was. Now, let's go back. When has it really, truly been very easy?
Never.
Can somebody actually tell me?
We fight to come into the world.
Yes. And then when has it really, truly been easy? There's always been something that has been a catalyst for us to get over. There's always a challenge. So what makes us think that, okay, so what, there's not jobs plentiful, but as someone said, entrepreneurship is at its all-time highest. And some of you okay, here we go.
Okay, go on, tell it.
Some of you have prayed for being out of a job. Some of you were in there.
She didn't go there.
Okay. Some of you have said, okay, you know what? I need to make more money. I need to do this, but you never got out of the same job you were doing, but you were saying, I need to make more money. I need to do this. I need to do that. But you ain't never did nothing to get to that next point. Well, guess, okay, I said it. And then with God, okay, I'm going to preach, y'all.
Go on now, girl. Go on now.
But when God heard what you said, saw you weren't doing anything, he said, I'm going to move you to where you got to go.
All
See,
right,
you
now,
was
hey.
in you've been in reading my notes from my term.
No, I wasn't, honey. I just met you. Don't be,
Okay.
She pointed at me. She's pointing at me so I can point back at you. She's pointing at me. You know, I want to share my experience that I'm having right now. But, but that's the thing. We don't realize how much we ask for the things that happen to us, but how they happen, we're not ready for.
Exactly.
And so it's just okay to look at it as a different perspective. This is not the end of my life. You're still breathing, so it's not the end of your life.
Right.
It's the beginning of where you are to become. And so just hold strong, hold on for a long time, and you're going to get to where you got to go. But you have to keep motivating. And I do understand how easy it is to sit at, like yesterday was a perfect day to just sit up, have some hot cocoa, and watch your favorite, movies.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you still have to make some calls. You still have to set up something because not every day is a rainy day. And even if it is a rainy day, you can still get out and make some calls, get some business, and do some fun stuff like that. But what else can I do for you?
What? Tell me. First of all, do you do any individual coaching?
Not at this time, but that's something that well, you know what? No, I'm gonna scratch that. I'm lying.
Don't
I'm
lie
lying
to our
to you.
audience.
She just did it, because that's all I'm gonna say. She just individually coached everybody.
Well, I mean, well, let me ask this question.
Have I
What's
been
in
paid to coach people? No, I
Ask
ain't
that
paid,
question,
but
Gene.
no.
I just wanted to know. I wanted to know because as you were talking, I could hear a book, I could hear CDs, I could hear DVDs. I could kind of hear that in my head as you were talking. What's the future of Gene Hudson? Your motivational career.
The same things you heard.
Well, see,
There you have it.
great mindset.
Yes.
No, but I did actually hear that in my head. So
Yeah, so no, but that's where I'm going because I am wanting to do my speaking on a full-time basis. I have had some wonderful opportunities. I have grown through doing different things. And people, when you're out there, you got to try different things. It may not work out, but like someone says, it's your journey. It's getting you to where you need to be. And then it's getting you to know who you need to know. Because when you're out there, it's better to be out there doing something and not work out for you, so you try something else than to sit at home and not do anything at all. And so, we had a great speaker today that was talking about getting out of your comfort zone. We all got to get out of our comfort zone.
we got some comfort zones to get out of.
I know, and one of mine is just not getting stagnant in even what my message is, because things change. I change, you change. We all need to embrace the change. Okay, that was one of my speeches, so that's why. Embrace the change. But we all have to do these things, and for us to grow, we have to consistently change, and we have to be decisive about that change. And when I think we had 6 things that we needed to talk about. Well, 6 things that we needed to pursue. We have to want to change. We have to figure out what it is that we want to do and just make the decision to do it. Then we have to be unrealistic. Everybody's telling you to be realistic.
I like that.
His last name is Britt. Isn't it Jim Britt? Yeah, Jim Britt. He is a self-made millionaire, and he said, and he has done an interview of a lot of self-made millionaires and those forth, and he wanted to see what the common thread was. They all were willing to change. They all made a decision and stuck to it. Then you had to be unrealistic and do some of the things that people will tell you you can't do. And let me tell you, for all those that tell you you can't do, then you must be doing something in the right direction, because you're going to have haters. And if you have haters, that's a great thing, because you are doing something that they wish they would be able to do. Then you have to, there was some, I had 2, okay, I got 4. I got 2 more to go. You have to let it go. If there's some things that aren't working, if there's some things that you have had haunt you in the past, let those things go, because there's one thing we're not bound by is our past. We need to know about our past so that we don't repeat it, but we don't need to be bound by it, and we don't need to feel that we're undeserving to have the good things in life, even if we messed up. Because let me tell you, every last one of us on this God's green earth has messed up. There is no one perfect. We're just striving for excellence. Then number 5 is, let's look at it. What's that other thing that we have to be? We have to let go of the stinking thinking. You got to let go of the stinking thinking. And then we got to stay out of our comfort zone. We got to stay out. And it's easier said than done, believe me. But that's why we have to have wonderful people around to motivate, and it can't always be your husband or your wife or your kids, because as this lady,
I have some girlfriends.
girlfriends and everything that you're comfortable with that tells you need to get up off your behind and do what you're supposed to do.
Good kick sometimes.
Yeah, well, and we do, and we all do. And nobody has done anything on this earth without somebody else being there with them. I don't care what anybody says. You have to have somebody there in your corner, whether they're in a negative way or in a positive way, to motivate you, to propel you to the next level. Because, you know, that's what we're all about. And so, you know, it's okay. That's why Karen just reminded me of an obligation at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Shame on you, Kim.
I know.
Karen's like, whatever.
Just go. You gotta go. You gotta go.
Yeah, 7 o'clock in the morning because we have a common friend that asked us to be out in support of where we actually all met. So we have to be there. We have to also support one another.
Yes.
And I'm happy that I have been asked to come here to speak to you wonderful people today.
Yes, thank you, Jean.
And no, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you to my Divas.
Well, see, this is out of our comfort zone because normally when people see me, they see me doing shows. They see me like at locations. So I said, probably about 4 months ago, Valerie and I were talking. I said, I've got to find a way that is fun to talk about jewelry that doesn't require me to haul 16 boxes.
That gets tiring.
Yes, it does, especially when you hit a certain
Plateau.
And I've had this program. This is we use MVT to do our connection. Hi everybody that's watching.
My video shot.
And everybody.
So it's fantastic. So
Can I
we
just
did a
interject?
show. Yes.
One of your other MVTs. Her name is Leslie. Yes, I'm putting all her business out in the street.
Wow. Hey, Leslie, your stuff is in the street.
Right now she is having a surgery for breast cancer. So if you can have some good thoughts, because she is an MVT. She is an MVT in Vacaville. And you know, we're all here to support one another. We're all here to go forward. So just put some positive thoughts out there, because although she's having an operation, she is going to be.
Leslie Smith. Chris is saying. Somebody else is saying. Leslie Smith.
Yeah. So you know, we just want to go ahead and put our well wishes out to her, and you know, she's going to be a survivor, because if any of you are familiar with her, you know, she is a vibrant, vivacious, fabulous, because I only know fabulous people, woman. And so yes, and you have been so patient.
I just want to know, how do we get in touch with Jean Hooks?
Facebook.
You sure can look at me for
Facebook is
Facebook.
Facebook.
Yes, I'm on Facebook.
She's a Facebook.
Anybody. Jean knows everything.
Yeah, she does. She does.
And even people
She's on
that she
Facebook.
just meets, she acts like she knows them.
Yes, I think when we met.
Yeah.
She introduced me to some stranger. I said, "You don't know him?" She said, "No."
Somebody
actually
I know.
Jean is like, Jean is
I
like,
mean, I understand Facebook, but do you have a website, phone number?
I'm working on my website and everything else, but that information will be coming on so everybody can be transferring over.
So come back to the
Facebook
Diva
is
show.
GDANHOOKS.
Yes.
And I am a delicate flower, everyone.
Yes. And is your picture your mom's?
That's my grandmother.
Your grandmother.
My grandmother.
Yes.
It was her birthday. This past Friday, she had passed away. I want to give homage to that beautiful, spunky lady. She has been one of the reasons why I even got up one day, because I was in my own little self-pity. So if you think that I'm always up and up, no, I was in my own pity party. But somehow, some way, she had passed away last year. She came to me and said, "This is not something that I had you to do. God had put us, and we put too much into you for you to sit here and be stupid." And that's what and so for that reason, that's why you talking to me today, is because she, even in her passing, was with me, telling me, you need to get up. You need to go out and do. And even if you don't know what it is that you want to do, you still need to get out and do it, because you can't do nothing at home except nothing.
That's
Yeah.
That's
And,
true.
and if you friend Jean Hooks, make sure you put on her page that you saw her on the Diva.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so she'll know.
Yes,
who
so
you
that
are.
she'll know that, yes, the screen went dark, but we're still on.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, what?
We're still alive. We're still alive.
But make sure you say the $5 jewelry lady sent me, or Flawless Hair sent me, or even saw you on the Diva show.
Dr. Lynn.
Oh, Dr.
Okay, and
Dr.
Dr.
Linda.
And yes, I have been trying to get in contact with you.
See,
Yes,
but
I
be here.
Well, you two can talk off camera.
Okay.
Okay.
While we bring on Karen. While we bring on Karen, 'cause we got a couple more things that we need to do.
Yeah, because we
Okay.
gotta eat. There's some food.
There's some
and then,
food.
oh my gosh, we're in our
And we're
last hour.
supposed to be, we're supposed to be
Oh,
working
we
out
didn't
together.
warn you guys, but you guys we're gonna work out with our fantastic host.
James,
Oh,
we are
hey,
at
James.
just
We
like
have ran
another-
off. Wait a minute, girl.
we're at
We don't have-
Longevity
We have
Fitness.
ran off all the men that was here because we started talking about sex.
We're at
Oh,
Longevity
you missed that
Fitness
conversation.
today.
Go back and watch it. Yeah.
We're at Longevity Fitness today at 940 Howe Avenue, 940 University
University
Avenue in Sacramento, where James Brown
Sacramento.
is the owner of Longevity Fitness. And for those of you who might be just tuning in, we've already had a winner of an entire week of fitness free.
Oh,
Just to check it out. And we're still trying to give away a book.
We still
We're
got
still
the
trying to
book
give away a
here.
book. We might have to change the question because
Yeah.
some people may not remember
Yeah.
the question that they were supposed to answer because James came on so early.
Okay.
But we want to thank Jean for
thank you.
joining us.
Okay,
Thank
here's
you
your
so
question,
much.
everybody, for
Oh,
the book.
that
We're gonna switch it. Well, how do you get in contact with Jean? That's an easy one. Post it in the
Post
group.
it, and if you get the right answer, first person with the correct answer.
People are talking crazy. You guys talk about yourself. How do you get a hold of Jean Hooks? If you get the correct answer, post it in the chat room. You get Constance Martin's book, The Chronicles of Constance. So post your answer. How do you get a hold of Jean Hooks? Okay.
All right, good.
That's a
Okay,
good
that's a
one.
good one. That's a
All
good
right,
one.
okay.
All right, thank you
All right,
so much.
I'm gonna let Karen come.
Yes, yes, thank you so much.
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Fantastic. We have to introduce her because she's fabulous. We just love Karen, and she drags you
Stop
with
by
her
Jean.
everywhere. Yay! Karen is with its work.
Yes,
So Karen's in house. Woo-hoo! I know we have not seen.
It's good to see you.
We haven't.
You look
I saw you
fantastic.
a week ago.
I probably haven't
Are
seen
you
you since
serious?
April.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
A week ago Monday.
We were at the state having a show.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, a little confused what's going on. Oh, we're switching guests.
Yes.
If you just joined us, this is Jean.
No, this is Karen.
Karen.
I'm Karen.
I know. You guys, it's twins. Security. So security. We have Karen with us from It Works, and she's going to talk about why it works, how it works,
Oh my
and
gosh.
where it works on.
Oh.
Woo! Can we do
How, where? Yes, yes.
So Karen, tell us. Now we know each other from a different kind of venue.
Oh, really?
Karen used to be a regional. Were you a
Oh,
A
no.
store manager.
In
Tell
my last life,
Last life.
I was a department manager
department
for Emporium
Oh,
down in the
okay.
Bay Area.
Okay.
Emporium.
Really? Yeah.
I used
Get
to
out of here!
work
This is what my
Security.
mom and how Karen and I kind of know each other. My mom is actually on. She's like, "Hi, Karen." So, Mom, this is Karen.
Yeah.
So they actually know each other. I was the little kid in the background, but my mom was the regional vice president for Fashion Fair, and she was responsible for bringing Fashion Fair to California. And that's how Karen and my mom know each other.
she got something
Isn't that like
She didn't have that chocolate raspberry lipstick, huh?
We're talking to
wow.
Karen, and her product is It Works.
But we're going to talk about It Works. Tell us about It Works, because I've never seen this live, so I'm excited.
This is gonna be great.
So,
So tell us a little bit about it.
It Works Global is a company out of Michigan, although they've just moved to Florida.
Wow.
Because they can.
Mhm.
And they have been around for 10 years. They're known for their exclusive, because there's no competition out there. It's a site-specific body wrap. It's called the Ultimate Body Applicator. And it's not a garment that you wear underneath. It actually is an empty one. It's a non-woven cloth. It
She
looks
has no
like I'm glad there's no men here. You're gonna scare me.
Well, there's just
Sorry,
one here.
Sorry. There's one.
Who was behind
A
the
lot of
camera?
people, this is an empty one. A lot of people say that it looks either like a championship wrestling belt, or we always say it looks like a giant maxi pad with wings.
Oh my God!
That's actually what I
You
was
got me.
thinking.
I was like, oh, I would have never thought.
I was thinking,
Anyway,
Giant.
Always.
it comes with a
The Diva show.
solution, it comes with a botanical and herbal solution. It's all packaged up in a little package. And these are site-specific body wraps that you can use from your neck down or chin down, anywhere on the body that you want to firm, tone, and tighten in 45 minutes. And there's some little bit of a side effect that's a really nice one. It's called inch loss.
Wow.
Which a lot of people experience, and they get really excited. And I do these parties, and people come to the parties, and they go home smaller.
And that's always a good
and
thing.
they love it. Their pants are a little looser, their skin's a little tighter.
Inch loss.
And we are not advocates for not excersizing or eating healthy. Sorry, and so
That's where James comes in.
James,
Yes,
we're
James
friendly.
comes
We're friendly.
Teamwork
We're
makes
friendly
the
with
dream
the
work.
health club.
Yes.
And what you do is let's say most people want to put it on their ab area. So
Yeah,
we put it on at parties, or you can do it yourself at home if you're a little shy. And you secure it with either like stretchy garments, like maybe bike shorts or a top, or an ace bandage, or saran wrap. We use saran wrap at parties because it's cleaner, and we just cut it and throw it away. And we chit chat after the person's wrapped about some of the other wonderful things we have, and it works. And then that's it. And people either book more parties, or they come on board and use more wraps. We have a great program to get them really inexpensive. And right now, for the month of October, our company has gotten behind the program. It's called Wrap for the Cure. So
wow.
what's happening is these usually sell for $25 a piece. But for this month, I'm doing parties where we're charging $30 to be wrapped, and $5 of that goes to the breast cancer awareness research, and I throw in $5 per wrap. So $10 per wrap
You can't beat that.
goes to breast cancer research. So I'm excited about it because that's something that you really need to get behind. So when at parties, if you get 6 or 8 people, I'm really excited about that. And I do the wrapping personally. And you just bring your little money.
So Karen, tell us, how did you get started? And what motivated you to get started?
Well, actually, I was in another company for about 7 years, and it really wasn't going anywhere. You know, most people, they have to take a look at what they're involved in after 5 years and say, hey, is this working? Is it not working? And sometimes it's a little difficult to make that decision, but, and it was for me. I waited 7. And so a really, really good friend of mine, close friend of mine that I was with in the other company, took a look at this company, and she's one that would never walk away from a big income, and she did. And so I thought, wow, because she's a good friend. And she said, Karen, I've looked at this compensation plan, I've looked at the product. The genius in this company is its flagship products. No one else has this. No one else in the health and wellness industry has anything like this. And she jumped in, and I have to say, I've been with them for 2 years, and after a year, I've way surpassed what I did. What took me 7 years in the other company
that you were with.
Yeah, and I think it's because everybody loves this, because our motto is "Get your sexy back." And also that it works. It really does work. It's not a water loss. It's not a compression. It actually detoxes the fat cells in your body, and the results last 2 to 6 months.
Cool. And now, do you use them?
Absolutely.
And how often do you use them?
Well, I don't, like right now, I wanted to wrap myself yesterday morning, but then I realized I have a party tonight, and I was running a little short, because we don't inventory a bunch of stuff. And I thought, darn, you know, I really wanted to use one, but I didn't want to shortchange myself. But I use them periodically. And the neat thing for me is that I love to eat. I mean, that's not the neat thing.
We're going to start our own club.
But I love Mexican food. That's my favorite. And I have it at least 3 times a week. And if it wasn't for it works, if it was not for it works and the wraps and some of the other products we have that's amazing, I would be 30 pounds more.
You would be a burrito.
I would be a burrito.
I know you're a taquito.
You'd be a burrito. I would be a burrito with the whole works in it. The whole works. Yes, the whole thing. Yes. I have
Cool,
fun
okay.
doing this. I
Yes.
love helping people,
Right.
and what could be better?
I know, especially
Yeah.
to get flat and lose
Yeah.
inches and so forth everywhere.
And what's really great is because we live in a quick fix society, it really motivates people who have a lot to lose because they see an instant result that they start thinking, well, maybe I do want that cookie. Maybe I do want to start working out. Maybe I do want to, eat healthier. We want you to drink a lot of water, which you should be doing anyway, whether you're going to wrap or not.
Right. Yeah.
Because it's very healthy for you. So I love doing that.
That's cool. That's wonderful. That is wonderful.
So do you have a demonstration?
We have a
for us today, or
question.
you
Well,
gonna-
I didn't bring my bottle. Yes.
Oh,
We have a question.
Body wrap party here.
Absolutely.
Ooh,
Ooh,
body
looks like some
wrap
business is connected. See,
Absolutely.
Diva show.
Wow.
All
Yeah.
right.
And yes.
Body wrap party at lunch.
And this is what we do at a party, especially the hostess gets her wrap for free, which is really great. All she serves is water. We don't want any food, no hors d'oeuvres, and all that.
That's a party.
And sorry, no
wine.
wine. No wine.
No wine. No wine.
No wine in the water. I'm sorry, you can't
No.
intoxicate
No,
your
we can't.
detox
We
things.
can't do that.
You can't.
We're
No.
gonna have a hard time with this.
Call 911.
You can do your party after everything's over
I'm just
with
teasing.
whatever.
Go ahead.
But what we do at the party is they provide, the hostess or host provides a little wrap room, whether it be a bathroom or a little room or
They've got that
whatever.
here.
And they come back, and what I do is I measure them in 3 places. We usually do, can I stand up?
Yeah.
We usually do the belly area because most people want to do that. And we measure in 3 places on this tummy area, and we'll mark off on the back on the above the measuring tape, so we're getting an accurate remeasure.
Okay.
And then I go ahead and put the wrap on, and I secure it. And then I said, okay, send the next person in because I'm a wrap queen. And so we do them until we're done. And then they're all out there drinking their water. And I go into the explanation of actually how this works, a little bit of the history of it, some other products that really support it. We have some really amazing other products. Not a whole slew. I'm not going to put you to sleep.
Yeah.
I'll just go over maybe about 3 other products that are companions that help this out so that you can really start sculpting your body.
And seeing a big difference.
Big difference.
That's wonderful. Now you're on the Diva show, and there's plenty of women watching. We've got women in the audience. We also have a man in the audience. So does this work on men too?
It works really well on men. When I go to the parties, I bring we call it a brag book, and there's a picture of before and after of a couple of men, I believe.
Okay.
And when I first started the company, I thought, no, it can't work on men because of the beer belly concept and everything.
Yeah.
And I was surprised. No, because beer belly's fat growth over the muscle.
Okay.
No, under the muscle.
Under the muscle.
So I'm thinking, well, how's this hitting that? But it does.
It
So
works.
we do men as well.
All right.
Good. That's good to know.
Yes.
Any
Yes.
questions?
Can we do it in the sun?
No, you don't want to break a sweat. Let me tell you. The solution that's on here needs to be absorbed. Needs to be absorbed in the skin. If you break a sweat, you're pushing out, your perspiration is pushing out and preventing it. We need really clean, open pore. I mean, it's good to get in the sauna before.
To open
And
it.
So
open
you
the
can have them
sensors.
get in before.
Yeah.
Because see here at Longevity Gym, they
Listen
have
to Ashley.
sauna rooms. So
Yeah, they do have a
yeah,
sauna.
they have a sauna room.
And what's really neat about this too,
Girl, he's single.
uh-oh. And what's really neat about this too is there's no more, you don't have to go to the health spas and pay hundreds of dollars. And
Right.
those usually only last, a couple.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
cousins, there's actually a place in the Bay Area. You can actually go and pay
A
good
lot of
money.
money.
A lot of money.
To be wrapped?
To be wrapped. And she did the whole body wrap. And it lasted probably for about 3 weeks.
And that's it. Because it's a complete water loss or compression, where this is really on a whole different principle and a lot of people.
Okay, somebody has a question for you.
Okay.
They said, for big tummies, can I see a 6-pack when I'm done?
No, that's when you have to come to this
You have to
gym.
call James for
You
that.
gotta
called
call James
James.
for that. James can
And
definitely work on the 6-pack.
Actually, what this is really good for is if you're an avid workout person and you have maybe a little muffin top that you can't break through from diet or exercise, this is what's good. You can cut these up and put them in different places.
Good. That's good to know.
Yeah.
That is good to know. Any other questions for?
No, it looks like.
Oh, wait, we've got some
somebody's
questions in our
asking-
studio audience.
Oh, studio audience.
Studio.
How many
Yes.
times a week can you do that?
Good question. You can use a wrap once every 72 hours. And the reason for that is this. Not that it would be unsafe, but you would waste your money if you did it sooner than that, because it stays in your system. The solution that gets absorbed stays in your system up to 72 hours. So if you wrapped once every 72 hours till you want to see what you want to see, then you're good to go. And then maintenance is not, continue to wrap every 72 hours, because by that point you're in gear, motivated to eat right, drink your water, do all the things, exercise, everything you're supposed to do.
Right. We had another question from our studio audience. Oh, I thought you had your hand up.
Actually,
No,
we got a
Oh, I'm sorry.
chat room question. Can the solution cause, how does it deal with allergies? Can the solution cause allergies or people who are allergic?
Okay, I've wrapped in excess of 100 people or more over the past couple years, and I really didn't have anybody have a reaction. It's all botanical and natural. There isn't any parabens or anything in this. If you get the wrap on, you'll feel tingling, but I always say if it's downright burning, then take it off. Can't wear it. But honestly, I've never had anybody have a reaction.
Okay,
That's good to know.
Does
This is
it have?
plastic.
Oh,
We
no,
can go ahead and knock on it.
Wait a minute. Somebody said, Chris is asking, does it have any smell? Is there a smell? Can you go out in public with it?
You can, and I do. I get up in the morning and shower when I'm going to use one, and I put it on because I like to leave mine on more than 45 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Because I have this psychological hang up that the more I leave it on,
The more
Well, at least you're honest, Karen. At least you're honest about it.
She's straight up.
Try to leave it on.
you can't leave it on under your clothes. But when you take a shower, we want you to not use cream-based soaps.
Okay.
I won't name brands because I don't think I should.
No.
But no Dove. No kidding.
Edit that out.
No, really, sorry. No cream-based soaps, because even though they're great because they moisturize and things like that, they will leave a barrier from our solution. So even if you can use something that exfoliates, if you're going to use it on your tummy, you'll get the best results out of it that way.
So before you put it on, before you do this, you need to not use cream-based soap.
Correct.
And after.
Correct. No
Okay.
lotions, no creams, anything like that.
So just come with your ashy self on them.
Ashy self.
Ashy.
No
painted faces on your
Make sure
stomach.
you take out the belly
Now,
ring.
tattoos, you can have a tattoo.
You can have a tattoo.
Oh,
Tattoos.
tattoos are
Might even make it smaller, which is a good thing.
Well,
If your stomach gets small.
yeah, it might look a little different if it's really after a few.
Oh, that's cool. See, this is all the stuff that happens when you're on the Diva Show.
You might have a big bird tattoo.
So, I love the audience. Do you guys have any more questions?
How can we get in touch with Karen?
Oh, good. I do have a website.
Tell us your website.
The website is gotbodywraps.com to get more information. Don't necessarily order a single wrap there, it'll cost you too much. But you can call myself or Facebook me. My Facebook is Karen Schriefer. Karen is Karen. Schriefer is SCHRIEF as in Frank ER. And just mention the Diva Show and also my cell, and I don't mind giving that out. It's 916-806-6964.
Fantastic. That is great.
What is
That's
it?
good to know.
806-6964.
What's your question?
For one of the tickets, how long was Karen in business before she started the body wraps?
So in order to win the tickets for
tickets,
Dr.
Linda's
Linda's
show.
next event, she's giving away two. Will the person get 2 tickets, Linda?
They'll get one.
Oh, you'll get 1 ticket. So that means that
No, you know what? Yes, they'll get both.
you'll get both tickets. If you can call into either the 1-800 number or chat the answer. The question is, how long was Karen Schriefer in business before she started It Wraps Global? Before she started It Works Global, okay? So there's an answer, and we're looking for the first person to get the answer right. And when you do, not from the studio audience, She's doing the show without the audience. No, but please send your answer in, and you can win 2 free tickets to Dr. Linda's next event. Now, is that going to be the one on the 30th or the one on the 12th?
The 12th.
On the November 12th. November 12th.
The one on the 30th is at church. That's
Oh, okay. So this is for the November 12th event. So you definitely want to answer that question.
Phyllis.
Phyllis Klein.
All right,
Klein, that's
fantastic.
cool.
With
Yeah,
Phyllis
good
Klein, yes,
show.
so that's gonna be
It's gonna be a good
fantastic.
show.
Thank you so much.
Oh, we got an
Karen. Oh, wait,
answer.
wait,
Wow.
We got an answer, just like.
Kate is paying attention. 7 years.
7 years. All right.
Here's the winner of 2 tickets today. Yay. Thank you.
Free
She is.
tickets. All right.
She's watching this show.
Thank you.
She is all over it.
Everybody. Oh my gosh.
Great.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks, Karen.
Faye said that's not fair. That's your mom.
Okay, well, okay.
Well,
Does she
okay,
have the
well-
right answer?
She's
Faye is laughing. Thank you, Faye. But we still have the book available. Faye.
Yes.
We still have more goodies. Do we have anything else? Are you giving anything?
Yes, I'm
I
giving
don't
away.
like
I'm
it.
giving
Are you giving away your hair?
Oh,
Oh,
absolutely.
you gotta come model your earrings. too.
Okay, yeah, then come model. All right, thank you so much,
Thank you,
Karen.
Karen.
All right.
We love you.
And you get in touch
Oh,
with James over there and
Yes,
Ashley because they
you guys,
want to do it
yeah.
here.
Okay.
That would
So,
be fun.
make
Maybe even
sure.
combine it with like the boot camp.
We should have.
Yeah.
Oh, or can we do the Diva show here when you do it?
Yes.
Oh, see, we are
Yes,
the
let's
bomb,
do
you
it.
guys. He's like inviting us back. We're happy. Yes, he
No,
does.
He wants us to come back because
Ashley said she's gonna
Yes, you are.
do her headband. So
Yes, you are.
okay, we need a question.
I love those.
Oh wait, Kate is saying Faye, you can go with her. So
Oh,
Faye's
isn't
not
that
here yet.
sweet?
You can go with her. So she's sharing.
Isn't that sweet? That's so sweet. That's so sweet.
So these are our feather earrings. These are gorgeous. I love them.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Beautiful. And they are in
You can
different
see
colors.
those
Is that correct?
colors.
Mm-hmm.
You found the blue ones, but what?
They have, there's blue, there's brown, there's black, there's gray, there's.
Can you see them?
purple.
Can you see them?
There is a picture of a purple one too.
Or should she move
There's a
forward?
picture
Yes.
of a purple.
They're on the Facebook page.
You know what I'm
They're on
saying?
Facebook.
Can you see the
Oh,
earrings?
can you
in
see the
in
earrings?
audience?
Okay, let me move.
Yes, I think
This
that.
is how the live show works.
Yeah, this is how it works.
Oh my God. We're gonna zoom in, everybody.
Ah, they're absolutely gorgeous. aren't they? Look at
Absolutely
those.
gorgeous.
They're
Look at that.
beautiful. I
Feather
love those
earrings.
colors.
And they've got great
Yeah.
colors. And earlier,
A
everybody.
triple one too has like purple, pink, and gray.
Oh yeah.
Where's that one?
In one of
It's
those
in one of the
boxes.
boxes.
We have these are all the samples, y'all. Samples. So make sure you guys log on to $5jewelrysale.com. These are $5.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And she has my hair clipped and everything.
Oh yeah.
That's yours. I thought that was
Okay, so I'm gonna sit here and I'll be her model.
beautiful. Yes. So Ashley, for those of you who might just be signing on, Ashley is the director of Dynasty of Curves here in Sacramento. It is a nonprofit organization that helps young people and women with self-esteem issues and also builds it up. And no matter what size you are, teaching confidence and instilling confidence, I love it. I think that it's great. That's why I know so much about it.
Self-love.
And self-love. But Ashley is also obviously an accessories designer as of today.
I do.
And,
She does.
and she made this beautiful headband herself.
Yeah.
I
So
think
what?
it's
So
absolutely
what are we?
gorgeous.
How are we gonna?
And she
We're
made
gonna
that feather and
we're gonna give away which one? Your headband or mine? Oh, okay. She's raffling off this one. What's your raffle today?
Yeah, what's
Want
the
to do a
question? You want to do a question?
Tell me about you. Did we talk?
We didn't really talk about it.
I know. So
We did. I did.
Talk about Dynasty of Curves.
That was going to be the answer
Ooh.
What
to my
is
question.
What is the name?
What is-
Let's bust this up. Okay, come on, you guys. You can win this. It's an easy one.
Hey,
What's the
but
name?
also, Dynasty of Curves is not only here, it's
That's right. It's also in New
in
York.
other places too.
Oh,
So,
okay. So it's in other places. So tell us.
all right, we have it on the East Coast. We have it in Baltimore, New York, South Carolina. We have them pretty much everywhere on the East and the South Coast. So, if
Must
you're
be
out there
nice.
in those areas and you know somebody that wants, some help or, some children that we can help mentor, hit me up on Facebook.
That's
All right.
That's
Now,
fantastic.
how do they get you on Facebook? So I can type it in.
Facebook is Ashley Hammock, or they can get Dynasty of Curves or Curve Dynasty. We have 2 pages. And our website is dynastyofcurves.webs.com.
D-Y.
Thank you.
S-T-Y.
Thank
is
you.
dynasty?
It is. See, Mom, bad speller.
I don't know what to say.
Okay, so if you're on Facebook, you can Facebook friend Ashley, and I put it into the chat box. So make sure you go online, friend her, say you saw her here on the Diva Show. So we got to figure out what we're giving.
Or Oh, you put my model page on there. And
Oh, her
you can
model.
ask the question, how many likes do I have on my page? And that can be the answer.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
how many likes?
That's a good question.
There's her question. So how many likes
Does
does
Ashley have on her-
Ashley have on her? Now, what's the page?
Model page, plus model. Artistic.
Okay. So the question, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Question is, how many likes does she have on her fan page? So check the check the chat box
to participate.
and go look at Facebook and find out how many likes does she have on her page. And the winner will win this beautiful headpiece
Made by Ashley.
made by Ashley. Signature, she won't even
Yes.
sign it for you.
Just and she's starting.
I'm
her
making
own
some pink
accessories.
ones too for
Yeah.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Oh,
And I'm
yay.
also one of the models for breast cancer awareness out here in Sacramento. One of my photographers
Is
is
it Save the
actually
Tatas? Are you doing Save the Tatas?
no.
Oh,
Actually, we have one of my. She's everything. She's my hairdresser. She's my makeup artist. She's everything. She does photography. She does everything. And we're doing an event, and we have to where you can get all 3 of them done for $35. Everybody, whoever wants to do it, anybody can come out and come do it. And basically, you just pay the $35. You get the photo shoot. You get the pictures, and the proceeds will go to the research for breast cancer.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Wonderful.
What day
And
is
those
that?
pages are actually on my Facebook page too
Yes.
as well.
Oh, beautiful pictures, by the way.
Yeah.
That's
Beautiful.
wonderful.
What day is that?
The photos you can do those any day, and then as soon as I have
Just
the actual date of the event, I will link it out onto my model page and on my regular page too.
Yay. So, all right. So she's giving this away. Thanks, Ashley.
All right, fantastic. She's been with
Okay.
us all day.
I
Thank you
know
so much.
she's hanging with us.
Thank you.
Wow, we're in our last half an hour.
We better.
Is there, we got workout, so we got to transition. Cause
Well, you guys
obviously,
are working out, I'm not, so you want me to talk while you guys?
I can throw some sweats on.
oh wait, Miss Faye says she can't find your page, honey.
What?
Faye says she can't find her. Oh, they're testing. Okay, so she's gonna type it in, everybody. I'm gonna disappear and go get ready because I think he's gonna make me work. Yeah.
She left me here by myself. Before Linda comes on, what I want to do is I just want to thank all of our guests today and all of especially James Brown, who allowed us to come to the longevity. And who?
And terrorize him.
Oh my goodness! You know, I don't know. James is a really nice person, but I don't know if we're going to be invited back.
No,
to
actually,
meet
he said he wants you
Oh,
back.
okay. He wants us to come back. He must like torture. No, but thank you to James Brown the owner of Longevity Fitness. Fantastic place. He's got a ladies boot camp that is every Saturday. What time does that start on Saturdays in the morning, James?
That starts at 2 different times, 10 o'clock and 12 o'clock.
10 o'clock and 12 o'clock, ladies. And if you'd like to come by, we're at 940 University Avenue in Sacramento, right at the corner of Howe and University Avenue. You'll have to contact them by phone or on their website to find out the prices for the boot camp. Oh, I'm sorry, Ashley, the administrator. She knows.
Right here.
Ashley, tell us how much, for those ladies who are watching, how much is the boot camp on Saturdays?
Yeah, it's $25 for the boot camp on Saturday.
Good show. And earlier, if you're just tuning in, he told us that there's a combination of all kinds of stuff. So there's cardio. It's not just weightlifting, which we've been trying to intimidate people with this weight most of the day. But it's not just weightlifting. There's a lot of cardio, and he's a great guy and really seems to be into asking you as an individual how you want your body to look. So that is really, really important. We also want to thank Jean Hooks for coming and talking to us about her wonderful motivational career. And I'm looking for great things from Jean. I'm hoping that she will come back to the Diva Show as she progresses through her career. Always so much fun, always a pleasure, and a good friend of mine. Also want to thank Karen Schrieffer for coming and talking to us about It Works. And it works. We're going to find out how it works. There's actually going to be a wrap party. So please be friends with Longevity Fitness or Ashley Hammett on Facebook so you can keep up and find out what the hey is going on. After Karen left the set, After Karen left the set, I saw her and James outside talking, and they are going to come up with something I think is really, really super fantabulous. Also want to thank Chef Cantrell. We're all going to eat this. It's going to be messy because there are 6 women and 1 man. And I'm going to get all of it. But anyway, Chef Cantrell is a trainer here at Longevity Fitness. He is also a person who's going to help you if you become a member here. He's actually going to help you with food and what you should be eating, what you can cook for yourself. I think that's fantastic. And he left a sample of his wonderful work with us, and I cannot wait to get into it. Also,
Right.
thank you, Ashley
Faye, I got you.
Hammock. Okay,
All
Faye,
yours.
she's got you. Thank you to Ashley Hammock for being our model today, both for Flawless Hair and also for $5 jewelry sales. My co-host, Monique Bell, who is just one of a kind. Yeah, I don't know. Thank you. There's some clapping. She is fantastic. I am Valerie Taylor with Flawless Hair Cosmetics. I am signing off. Oh, I forgot to thank Dr. Linda Hillman, and all of the great things that she has coming up. I am going to sign off now, and is Monique coming back?
I guess so.
Okay, and so Monique is coming back. I think we're going to learn some exercises. I'm going to eat while everybody's
Are we ready
exercising.
for
No, just like it's going to be good. I know, and visit us at flawlesshair.com, flawlesshaircosmetics.com. Find out more about how you can get this set if you're a professional makeup artist. Give us a call. Give us an email at flawlesshair@yahoo.com. Thank you.
I also want to say, I didn't get an opportunity to really talk about what I wanted to talk about. I talked about what you wanted me to talk about. No, I'm just playing. But anyway, listen, I have a scavenger hunt going on right now. I want you to go to my Facebook and wait, is it up there? You know what? It's not up there, but it'll be up there later. You want to go to my Facebook because I have a scavenger hunt because I'm giving away 20 hours of coaching. That's a lot of coaching. I'm giving it away, and it's to motivate you to get from where you are to where you dream to be. I'm stopping with the where you want to be because sometimes you don't know where you want to be. So if you have a dream, if you have a goal, I'm going to help you achieve that. So go to my Facebook, facebook.com, Coach Linda Hillman 2. Don't go to the first one. The first one is just me talking, me living. But number 2 is the coaching. I want you to go there and say scavenger hunt so I can get you that information so you guys can win those 20 hours of free coaching.
Super.
All right. Are you working out with us?
No, I'm going to sit here and commentate on you guys breathing.
Oh, look at that. That's horrible. So we're going to bring back up James, and he's going to do some, I'm hoping it's light, but I'm scared.
She said she's scared.
No, I think it's good. So are we moving stuff? So
we can
you guys
see
hang with us. Because you know, the props, I'm seeing that we're going to be moving. You know, that's what happens when we have live show. So we're going to move for a second, and I think that, what do you need? What do you need us to do? Or can we turn the camera another way? Is that how we can go?
We can turn the camera another way. That would probably be more.
Yeah. Are you having us do like 4 stuff?
Because we can move.
If we have 3 people working out, I have 3 different exercises going on.
Okay.
Some squatting exercises,
Get there now. You got me and Ashley. That's probably it.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll switch the camera around. Okay, hang with us, everybody. We'll be switching camera around. And Coach Linda is going to be, sorry, everybody. So see, this is the rest of the gym. Yay, look at this. Okay, here's the rest of the gym.
I'm gonna try to.
So I think we're going this way now, right? How's the view? How's the view over there? Hey, everybody.
It's good.
Okay. So we're here. We're going to do some exercises.
Are we gonna work on your legs?
Yay. These are work on them legs. Right? I got my dress.
No.
She said she got her dress.
Right.
That's it.
Hey, that's how it works.
Let's gonna have some fun and go ahead and you guys can stand.
Can you see? Can you see us?
I know. Nobody likes to see this.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, too bad you don't have a third one.
Yeah, I do right over here. So right over here. So everybody can see what's going on.
Do I need my sneakers on there? Okay.
Right here. We have something for everybody.
Yeah, for everybody.
I'm not
So do
ready.
you have something where I pass out and fall over the bench?
No.
Okay, is this good?
That's good.
Oh,
Now, all
wow.
you want to do is hold your belly button, squeeze your glutes, and that's working your core.
Somebody told me this.
I rather do that.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Listen.
No, you don't.
No, you
No,
don't.
you don't.
And you look like
I
you
have to
have
do that in chair anyway, so it's okay. Monique's making it look easy.
No, no.
Oh, Lord. Can I do the other thing?
Don't grab me. That looks like that would be good if you have a bum knee.
Yes.
Okay, what am I doing?
I do rehab also.
I can't do that.
Oh, do you? Okay, because that looks like someone got mine.
Oh, okay.
How long are we supposed to do this?
Okay, go ahead, you stand
Oh,
up.
now he's gonna give us some weight on it.
Go ahead, step off, step off. Relax.
I don't want to do that again.
Oh,
This
my
is fun.
goodness.
These are little toys you can have at home.
Oh,
They'll
so
work
you
out
can have
abs
these
and other
little.
things.
Torture toys. Torture
You
toys.
can actually find those at Ross and Marshall's.
Or you can come here and use it.
They have the plastic ones too.
Here.
I have those ones that have like
Did
a,
we do that
a round
right?
ball underneath.
Could you feel they working with your
Oh,
muscles?
yeah.
Well,
Cheers.
muscles going
Oh,
on.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Okay.
Now we're gonna work on the side.
Side workout.
Okay, he's got us doing some side
So this is
workout.
the 10 pound and I'll take the 5 pound.
Okay.
I'll do it.
She
I'll just
Wait.
tease it. I'll do it. So
All we're doing is holding your belly button in and waiting to the side.
I can do that.
I could do it with a weight.
Now you can try this one right over here.
Oh, he got us on.
Is it not ready? Oh,
All in here, boo-boo.
Now,
do you have an
Okay,
easy
which
exercise?
Okay, now he's got us.
Oh, no, she ain't doing it right.
oh, you gotta pull your knees in, go to the other side.
Can I just
And
go
be
this
locked,
far?
side.
This is it. This is as far as I can go. Yeah, can I go this far?
Mhm.
Is that right?
And relax. So let's got another toy for you.
Oh,
Oh, that's so.
who's got toys? I don't know if this
I don't
is
even want to know what this is.
I don't want to know either. I'm
You
scared.
remember Suzanne Summer, Thigh Master?
Thigh master, you be the thigh master.
There you go.
Oh,
That's the Thigh
you
Master.
know
Longevity fitness. Longevity fitness. 940 University Avenue. James Brown.
You can be, do whatever you
Jump
want.
back, kiss myself. That's all right.
And his name is James Brown.
His name is James. I need my kid. All right. Good Lord.
See, she
Now, and what Ashley was doing over
Ashley,
here
let's
was
do something
working with
easy.
the hip flexors and also working with her glutes and her
What
outer
you
thighs
do?
at the same time.
Oh, you did? Okay, well, my niggas do easy stuff.
I'm the.
I'm not doing my friends. Yeah, I was nice to you when I came here.
Does that hurt? Oh, bless your
Just
heart.
complaining. Just complaining about everything.
This is part of the boot camp.
You are thinner already. Okay,
No,
let's
every-
You know what, Jay? I don't think they making good
How's our video?
compelling arguments.
He said dance in between. That was working out.
Okay,
Oh, Lord.
Everybody knows what this is. That's what I was thinking. Everybody
I
has
like
one.
this. I like this part.
Mine lives in the closet.
So we're gonna have you sit on.
See, that's why the same thing. Oh, you
I can
got
sit.
You heard.
Okay?
You gonna roll her? I know this one.
Roll me.
If this is what I'm thinking, it is so wrong. Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do.
That's what we're
Oh, I can do that.
doing. So your body, other hand on your hip. There you go. There you
Look
go.
at her. She's,
That's
look
what
at her.
This is really
This is my kind of
This is
exercise.
really woman's workout, so it's not too.
But you know what it is? Working on my balance. I can feel it.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel it.
Ooh.
Feel it, girl. Feel it.
Now up.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah, my legs are.
So that way you're working on your sides, working on your stability.
God, I need to move to Sacramento. Everybody, I gotta move to Sacramento.
Yeah, you do.
Right?
Yeah,
I've
but,
been telling my people, let's move to Sacramento.
but they also need to get people taken care of in Stockton so we can turn that place around.
That's scary.
And I will come to
That's
Stockton.
what I'm trying to do.
You will?
I will come to
Stockton with all
We
these
Stockton.
don't have a gym though. What we have in shape?
All I need is an area.
You just need to.
And I'll bring all the equipment.
Before they have this space, so we had all that over there.
This is cool.
They have obstacle courses for the kids.
You guys, we're gonna turn the camera so you can see. They're like, and they're in a really nice location, very quiet.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
like a nice area.
Yeah.
It's a nice area.
I'm ready to go to the punching bag.
No, that's good.
But you can do little things like
Okay,
this.
yeah,
One
no.
calorie.
Yeah.
Whether they just pick up one.
Then just
being
be
nice
nice
about
because it really does. You really are working
So,
on it.
yeah, he doesn't want
Not
to
following.
I'm like,
Not following.
Chris said, all I can say is, wow.
Who's
I know. That's what I said too. Because everybody knows me. I'm anti. Oh.
Yeah, you know you was going right there.
What am I doing?
Ashley has been doing something good.
Okay.
those are fun. I like those. Those really help your calves out.
They do.
And they make
And
your, and your buttocks.
buttocks.
I don't have a butt.
See, that's good. Don't you feel?
more heavy?
Don't you feel? Oh, she said heavier.
Yeah.
She said heavier.
It's light to me.
I like that. Okay.
Oh, okay. So I don't. Oh, cause yeah.
I'm being nice for the
He's
camera.
being nice. He's being nice for the camera, y'all.
And smile. Yeah, go ahead.
That is a Vaseline smile.
Okay.
That's cool. Don't you feel it in your core? You're like you got your balance.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It is straight.
Oh my God. Oh my God. See, that's what we do on the Diva show. We just do it live and do it. Yeah.
And you're doing it well.
You just doing it good.
Oh my God.
That's cool.
No, I don't want to do it. I'm good.
You sure you're doing
Can they do some old school working out? Let me just see them do a jumping jack or something. Push up, son.
do a jumping jack.
There you go. All right.
That was mine too.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I do it all.
No, it's like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can sell that one.
So is this
Is
the
that
regimen?
on Facebook?
Okay, so is this the
I don't know
regimen
what
that
you gonna do with them,
for
but
people
if
like
it was
you
mine,
anti-exercise?
This is one of the more funner, lighter exercises. So you can work everything together.
Especially the little thing. I'm gonna do that again.
Yeah, can we do that again?
That was actually
That was
fun.
fun.
I was tempted to
Okay,
grab
now
you
how
guys,
do,
if I have to say.
I know, that was fun. So now what are these called?
These are called balancing discs. You can also
Okay.
stand on them
Yeah.
and squat.
Oh, I can't.
I can't
drop
do
it
this.
like
I'm
this.
impressed with you. Where you hold on to the
I
wall
can't
this
drop it
way?
like this.
And you go down?
Oh my goodness. Are you serious? That's what
The
you.
Does it
workouts
work
that-
better with no shoes on? No, huh?
You get
I
two
go this
different
far.
types of benefits
Okay.
going on. You have a lot more muscles when you don't have your shoes on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hold on.
We're a mess together. That is just doesn't make any sense.
There we go.
I'm trying to balance you.
Okay. Go down. Oh, that's as far as I
Wait,
go?
you said, how do you balance? You squeeze
Oh,
your
no, I can
stomach
that.
and your behind. Is that what you said?
Yes, to balance it, hold your belly button in. squeeze
Oh,
your feet.
Oh. I'm okay. I need to do this.
And you said just stand here?
Oh my
Get hold your
gosh.
belly button in as tight as you can.
Yeah.
And your glutes, and that's a workout within itself.
Okay, my neck.
Yeah, you gotta relax. Go ahead and bring your arms down. And
You
bring your
remember we used to
nose
walk
up.
around with those books on
They
the
say
head?
you guys are having way too much fun working out. Her workouts are nothing like this.
Because you're
Oh,
not at
well,
longevity fitness.
That's
Longevity
right.
Fitness 940 University.
Longevity fitness. Look at
There
that.
she goes. There she goes.
You going down?
Ooh, look at
Like
that.
her.
I tried to like
Wait,
Come on, girl. Bring it on down. Hold it. Feel the burn. Feel the burn.
Ooh, she's so
My thighs are
I did it. Send that to my husband. He swears I don't do anything.
There you go.
Thank you.
She did.
So, James, these are things that women can do at home
At home.
with the kids, you know,
With the
doing the TV or
And
whatever.
the kids love all these things because they don't even know they're working out.
Yeah.
Get in here.
Yeah. But this is cool.
And
though.
learn
This
it
is
all the
good.
time.
Because
That's
this
kind of funny.
This works. I hear that as we get older, we have to really work on our balance. Because that's how people fall when they hurt when they get
Right
old.
in here.
So that's great. I like
I
that.
actually have a client 82 years old.
Really? Really?
So I work with a wide variety. Don't think that it's just muscle
See,
guys,
don't think-
little girls.
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. This is
So
great.
what's your youngest client?
6, she's a track star.
Oh, get out.
Wow.
Okay, so you got
And
spread.
also didn't know that he also works with schools. What is it? Trim teams? What's it called?
Teen Trim
Teen trim.
and Fit Teams, 2 different child obesity programs. I will also work with Hiram Johnson's
All right.
development program in the community. So we're a little bit widespread working with
So
everybody.
talk to me about the boot camp. So in case we have people who live in the Sacramento area, when does the boot camp start?
The boot camp is ongoing right now.
Okay.
It, like Ashley said, it's $25. You come in, we do a body composition test and let you know where you started. And at the same time, we'll have you talk to Mr. Cattrell, which is his company's name is the Cat's Meow.
Cute.
He'll work with your foods also at the same time.
Earrings in my cup.
Bring everything.
That is really
Couple
cool.
earrings. You know that's a couple earrings.
And personal training starts at $25 a session. That is an hour and a half of training dealing with everything from cardio to balance to stretching,
That's good to know.
and to meal plan.
Okay.
Do you yell at us when we flake out?
Yes. And there's a whip I saw.
Damn.
It's a whip and
You think he's bad? I'm bad too.
That's what I was thinking. That's the last thing.
Yeah, because
She's
she
gonna
tried to
make
get me
those-
over in the corner and jam me up with those stuffs over
That's
there.
me. I'm the nice guy. You don't worry about this. Ashley, she will make those calls.
Actually, you holler at us. Actually, you holler at us.
Come on now.
If I can do it, you can do it. Oh, I have kids. You got kids.
Oh, she tries to look so cute.
I know.
She tries to look so cute and sweet.
Mhm.
We gonna check you out.
One,
I
two,
know you sweat.
We got elastic bands. As soon as you walk to the door.
I see a lot of.
Faye said she couldn't hear your wonderful deep voice. You need to speak up.
Oh, okay. There's.
I know you do
Faye
have
says
a nice voice.
Faye, step forward a little bit. Faye, step forward a little bit and say what you said again.
Oh, we're way back here. That's why. Sorry, everybody.
At the boot camp that we have, you're gonna be working with your body composition. We're gonna be testing that, seeing where you start at. Also working with our culinary chef, Corridor Blue graduate, which is gonna be customizing your meal plans and making sure that we get the lifestyle. The lifestyle is actually coincides with what you do, because a lot of people don't have time. A lot of people are busy. A lot of people have kids. And we make it all work together. That's why we come here to exclusive location, 1,300 square feet. Personal training starts at $25 a session. And we have boot camps that will take care of everything that you need within that day or two, if you have that on the weekend, and make that out for an online workout.
So are you making now a specialized boot camp for the Diva Show?
Yes, we are.
Yes, the Diva Show boot camp.
Diva Show
Yes.
boot camp. We're going to do it, and we're going to have prizes every week.
I like that.
Prizes for balancing?
Yes. You get a free workout.
You get a free workout.
We need to work out some more. That's the Diva Show boot camp.
And we will have her meet Mr. Cattrell.
Yes.
Catch me personally. So since everyone likes food, he does all different types of
Oh,
dishes.
yes.
Should we have a cooking show?
That's what I'm trying to do.
It's coming.
That would be lovely.
Girl, we're talking about
I'm supposed to be
right?
cooking food.
Forget about the Food Network. Forget about the Food Network.
I know. There's little napkins over there we could all get.
Yeah. Do we have little
I'll
plates?
take
Can
a
we
picture.
eat now?
Oh, we're still on. Oh, we need to thank
Okay.
this man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, James.
Okay,
Thank you so
thank
much for
I
having us.
gotta make a confession.
Uh-oh. there's a
Faye said,
confession.
I'm gonna read what Faye said.
Oh, wow.
Is it
I'll read
PG?
what Faye said,
Faye said.
Hey, repeat your question.
I'm trying to find it again.
Oh, my goodness.
She said, he needs to speak up. I can't hear him. I put in, we can't hear his deep voice.
Okay.
And, you know, I had to put that up there because I don't want her
He's
to
got a
get
very
her
deep voice.
because she got a hubby. And so, yeah.
Okay.
But I was just saying, you know, he was so deep.
That's what he said. Thank you, Faye. Thank you, girl. Thank
May,
you,
when you
girl.
come in, I promise you I will be talking a lot louder.
Yeah, this is a nice day.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
James.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank
Come in.
you.
Thank you to the Diva Show.
I know.
Miss Ashley.
Because
Miss
of Henry.
Yes,
Ashley,
thank
always
you.
be here.
Thank you. Thank you. All
Thank
right.
you, Ashley. Thank you, everybody. I know. Thank you. Thank you for being my gal again. Okay, so everybody, if you like the Diva Show, right now we need to know if you want to see us again, because we're planning the next one. I don't know, maybe we'll come back here, who knows? But we would love to do this again. We need to know right now, tell us yes, 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 if you want to see the Diva Show next month for Christmas. So if we have, okay, it's like, yeah, I love that. And if you missed it, go back, rewind. You can come back to this website, watch the beginning of the Diva Show, get your laugh on, because Valerie and I are just hysterical. Coach Linda, thank you so much. Thank you to all my guests. Thank you, everybody. And thank you to the beautiful Ashley, who has been our model today. And did we give away everything? Or are we still got a book. You guys, we got a book. Contact with me. I know, I'm hurt.
That's
I'm hurt. Okay, book. If you go to our page and say, I want that book now, go to the $5 jewelry sale on Facebook right now. First person who says they want that book, they get it. Okay, so I think that's it. We're gonna eat because we have food. They even gave us food here.
That was so sweet.
I know.
Yes.
James is such a gracious host. Thank you. So thank you, everybody. We will be back. What's the next date, ladies? We gotta work out a date, but it will be. I think we'll do a Christmas show. Yeah, maybe we'll do right before Christmas. Is that cool? How's everybody?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Getting ready for
Yeah.
January.
Like the first week. Oh boy, we're gonna do a Diva Show boot camp for the holidays. I don't know. That's all I can say about it. We're gonna be scared. So, thank you to our soon-to-be sponsor.
Save him some food.
Oh, our soon-to-be sponsors. And I understand that we have a new Diva song that is coming up. We got a Diva song that's supposed to be added onto this show. So we got like 30 seconds. Thank you to all our guests. Thank you to everybody. And we're gonna see you. Thank you. We gotta thank our biggest sponsor, which is MBT. If you're looking to promote your business, this is a fantastic opportunity and a fantastic way to promote your business, promote your life, do a cooking show, whatever kind of thing. As you see, it's fantastic. We're live. So, and Coach Dr. Linda saying, make sure you watch Transforming Me Before You on this channel. So go back to the main page and go to the bottom. You'll see all the shows. So everybody, it's 3 o'clock. That's the end of our show. Thank you so much. And let us know on Facebook how much you love it. Tell everybody to join us. And we'll see you next time here on the Diva Show. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.